Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stone's Live Poker. It is 1-3 Unlimited Hold'em. We got a rail here watching us commentate in the booth.
Love it.
It's Nerd Night.
Nerd Night, Revenge of the Nerds. I love it.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
And for those of you who did not get a chance or did not tune in for Monday's 5-5 game, you need to go back and watch that.
There's clips floating around the world, like, you know, just the usual 13K pots, no big deal.
Yeah, 5-5, playing 13K pots, and that was not even the biggest pot of the night. Just after
I
stream,
heard.
30K pot, right after the stream ended.
Wow.
Damn near broke the game. What a game.
Broke the internet.
Tonight's 1-3. 1-3 plays big. I don't know if it's going to get 30K pot big or 13K pot big.
I doubt it, but that would be awesome.
But you never know. And you know, when Harlan's in the house and he says he might jump in there and splash around and piss the people off and break that game.
Because you know what? If you just bagged a 13, 15, 20K, whatever obnoxious number it was, why not go splash around the 1-3?
Yeah. No,
why not?
Harlan will play every stakes. I love him. He's the best. Shout out to our chat, Rick and Barstow. What's going on, guys? I got some friends in the game tonight. Without further ado, let's get down to the table.
Let's do it.
Seat 1, we got Mac M. Oh, and there's
there
Harlan.
it is.
Look at that, Harlan. That was the 13K pot.
Yeah, and like just in his hand, just the stack of whites in his hands, like 2,500. It took him no less than 15 minutes to stack those chips. He had another chip runner come over and start helping him to rack and color up.
He's the best. Seat 1, we got Mac M. Mac's a good guy. A lot of fun to play with. He's going to be very comfortable playing this game here. I think he plays usually 2-5. I think I might have played some 5-10 with him. I'm not sure.
Sweet.
So he shouldn't be afraid to splash on the pot at all. To his left, in seat 2, Chris E. I don't know Chris. Have you ever played with him before?
I have not, but apparently that is his Twitter handle, I would guess.
Nice.
So very cool.
Twitter
Check him
players
out
on
there, yeah.
the poker community, obviously on the big force we recommend on Twitter.
Very cool.
Seat 3, Paul W. We've seen Paul play on here a couple times. I think Paul last.
He was in the 5-5 game on Monday.
He was in the
wasn't
5-5.
he? Yeah.
I think he played the 10-20, the last 10-20 game as well. So.
Yeah, Paul plays all limits. Paul's just a good dude, and he goes with his gut. You know what I mean? Crispy bacon, the crispiest of the bacon. You know, I mean, God, if you've been to Stones and you haven't seen crispy bacon, then you haven't been to Stones enough.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever leaves. I really don't. Seat 5 is Swipe Right.
Oh my God, yes. The ultimate winner here for the profile pick as far as I'm concerned, hands down.
It's all good. It's all good. And it's Nerd Night, so why not?
I love it. Now, again, I've seen him play a bunch. Just a cool casual player, down to get in there and mix it up.
It's good. Seat 6, Porter. Porter is quickly becoming, well, one profile pick winner.
Yes.
But Porter's quickly becoming one of my favorite humans in the poker room here on a regular basis. Good table talk. You know, poker's supposed to be a fun game, a social game. Porter likes to have a lot of fun at the table. He's a good guy and a pretty solid card player.
Absolutely.
Seat 7, Steven, our own Steven. Steven is one of the dealers here at Stones. Also plays quite a bit of poker. I played cards with Steven. Looks like Steven's having a couple drinks. It's gotta be a good time.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious now. I get to, for the first time, you know, being on the other side, I get to watch and see what the hell he's doing.
Absolutely. See what his mind's got there. It's actually, that profile picture almost doesn't even look like him. I'm so used to seeing him in the Stones dealer gear, you know?
Yeah.
So right on. That's cool to see Steven in the game.
Seat 8, JP. If I'm not mistaken, JP's made a couple final tables that we might have live streamed. I'm not sure, but JP's another one of the guys who's kind of a fixture here.
Definitely
at Stones.
seen JP.
Got a pretty sick mustache going. And maybe my favorite human in the whole wide room, Charles, Chuck, Big D.
Yeah.
The man.
What is
the
going
myth,
on,
the
my
legend,
man?
Big Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, just so fun to play with, and if you follow him on any of the social media stuff, it's great. He'll basically I feel like you're playing the tournament with him. You can see his Snapchats, and he'll basically snap his hand, he'll snap his chips going in the middle, he'll snap the board, he'll snap him pulling the chips back. You love it.
You know, update. So we got an open here from Chris with King 4 off. Crispy Bacon defends the small blind with a 9-10 and flops top 2.
Very cool. And solid already. And what's this? What's the actual flop? Check around.
Check call from Crispy Bacon with top 2. Now Chris turns top pair.
Checks it.
Checks back.
Yeah.
After the turn goes check, check. Wow, Crispy Bacon does not lead.
Kind of surprised they didn't see the lead there. The board did pair, but I mean, what it doesn't really affect your hand at all.
I know I had a graphical error there. It looks like Crispy Bacon when he tabled his hand. I thought I saw a face card there.
So I decided to, rather than have a coffee cup, I decided to bring in my own cup, and this is Cats in Outer Space with pizza, because it's nerd night, and that's how we do it. I figured this is a fairly nerdy cup.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. Racing Guy 8933. What's going on? General is 77. JFK Stones is on vacation. He's out in Vegas.
In Vegas, like a beast.
And what is he doing? He's still sitting here in the chat watching us on Stones Live.
Go home, Dad. You have the night off. Jeez.
Scotty B, what's going on?
Charles in the house. He's gonna let it go. Over to Mac. I might have to call Mac Daddy multiple times, and that's just like instinct. I don't really make the rules here, guys. Sorry. All right, so it looks like Chris is going to come in for $6. Ace-9 suited. Crispy Bacon is as well on the button.
There's a straddle.
And Steven, he was our original straddler.
Steven straddled, picks up the ace-jack, and he should be opening up here pretty large over all these limpers.
And you know what's fun is when you bust out a straddle and you actually wake up with a solid hand, nobody ever really gives you credit for it. They just think you're like an aggressive player.
Everyone thinks you're squeezing.
Yeah, you're an aggressive player who wants to squeeze it and just pick up like the $36 here. And so when you actually have a hand, it's a beautiful thing.
So Chris can make the call with the ace-9 suited. Porter lets it go. We're going to go heads up here. $90 in the pot. Pocket ace, what's going on? And flop comes ace-7-3, all clubs. Both players flop aces. Stevenson way out in front with his jack. The problem here for Steven's going to lead out bet 65. He's got to feel pretty confident he has the best hand. It's harder for him to get value from a lot of hands here, and he's pretty much only getting value from ace-x or big clubs. But the problem is, it's hard for Chris to have a lot of big clubs in his hand because he just limped. So it's hard to put in things he's really got a hand like king-queen, king-jack, something like that. They probably would have opened the pot.
All clubs, everybody hates it, so now it's going to be anybody's game to see who takes it here. Steven with the patented look back at your hand, and is that black card a club? Obviously, his black card's the ace, we know it's not the club. He did not check. Taking out the headphones. Is that a Bone Thug shirt? Maybe a Bone Thug and Harmony shirt he's wearing? Because respected a little throwback right there for sure.
It's some of that Pac-Man suit. Yeah, shit. The scariest thing.
Oh, I think I just walked in. I'm saying hi. Yep, that's me.
There's 220 in the pot, and Steven looks to be bet pretty small here. It's 85.
And look at this. Look at Chris stacking up some chips.
Chris is going to turn his hand into a bluff.
What a beast. And he says 100 on top. And that's so beastie because, oh man, it's so beastie. And the problem is, it's like Steve doesn't even have enough behind. There's no sort of rebluff here, even if he wanted to. The problem is that if Steven did have a club and jams it here, it's like less than an extra $100 for Chris to call. It's kind of a weird move, weird spot, but it's super correct in this case. And it works. It gets through.
Give Steven the best hand.
Now, do you think Chris just did that because he had a soul read, or he was just making a play at it, or do you think that with how it worked out, where Steven's like, hey, hold on, I didn't check, and this kind of whole situation arose? Do you think maybe that had something to do with it? You think maybe that kind of, he's like, well, why are you so anxious to bet it if you're at the long club? I don't know.
It might have been, Chris might have written into the sizing now. Like, so it was a pretty small bet, and weird when we bet 65 in the flop, and only bet 85 when the fourth club comes off on the turn. Chris might have, a lot of players are just going to flat there. You have the world for showdown value with the A's.
Yeah.
Chris might be thinking, hey, this guy's got, a small pocket pair or a pocket pair that he can see about the flop with that has a club in it. I can raise here and get him off, and if he's got a better ace, I might be able to get him off as well. It's a unique hand because you wouldn't expect most players to lead that turn without a club in their hand.
So ace jack getting around, dirty hand. Mac picks it up. He's gonna make it 11 to go, 12 to go. Crispy bacon, good enough to call. Fantastic.
Scotty B thinks that he was making a play, no read. D22 so says Wayne. And
shout out to Scotty B. We do love Scotty B. He is a dart professional. I mean, anybody who has a tattoo on his arm of like a dart hornet hybrid, you're just a beast. I think first time I met him, he's like, oh yeah, you good at darts? He's like, well, what do you want me to throw? And I'm like, I don't know, like a couple bullseyes in a row. And he just laughs. He's like, dude, really? Like, that's it? And I'm like, what's harder than that? I don't know darts. I'm so scared right now. So looks like it's Whiff City for pretty much everybody except for Crispy Bacon. He does bink off a piece of it. Swipe right bets. Crispy calls. Crispy's gonna check back over to swipe right and is gonna check behind. And yeah, Brick City. Crispy Bacon's still with the best hand, but this board got kind of coordinated real quick. Possible running flush, 4 cards straight, and he's gonna fire and see what happens. And it's good.
Little blocker bet. You wouldn't expect Crispy Bacon to be doing that with a really strong hand. Swipe right might have maybe thought about popping him just on principle.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes you just don't need to be making moves like that. Sometimes just fold the hand, move on to the next one.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, I feel like you don't have to hero every hand, right? You're like, God, but I know he's got nothing here, and you're like, yeah, but there's still like 11 more hands coming down the pipeline.
That's with my eyes.
Oh yeah, that's messing with your eye. Must be those messed up lenses. Prescription.
Crispy Bacon.
Yeah, coming in here, 7-8 suited, beautiful little hand. He's gonna open for, what was that, 20? 20 to play.
Straddles are in effect. Ryan going back and forth. Gonna give up the Doyle Brunson.
He's like, but I have a hand. Good old DB. So taking a look at our resident shift leader. Come on, you know I had to say it at least once.
I always know you're going
His
to.
Porter, he's sitting right beneath the grand. Yeah, and this is how you know that the 1-3 games here at Stones generally play pretty fat, is that, at a lot of other establishments you'll see guys who are like these 2-5 or 5-10 players, and that's all that they play. They wouldn't dream of playing in 1-3.
Yeah.
Whereas here, like, all of our 2-5 players are like, dude, if it's a juicy 1-3, I'm in all day. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen guys leave a 2-5 game to come to a 1-3 game that was just like whale central.
Yeah, the table 5 over is actually a pretty deep 1-3 right now.
Yeah. Oh, right here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the, that
3K stacks in the one.
was the 1,000 big blind hand we were talking about right before the stream started. So Porter,
Paul's going to open his 20. Porter immediately picks up kings and makes it 80 to go.
and Paul lets it go. If Paul's going to play anything like he did on Monday night in the 5-5 game, he was playing a little snug, so when Paul did come in for raises, he was generally getting a fair amount of credit. So for somebody to come over the top of Paul, I mean, we'll see how it fares this game, but a lot of times they were like, they were only coming over the top of Paul if they had, like, beast, like queens, kings, jacks, at least. Scotty B says, beard respects beard. It's true. True story. The Star Vloggers, we do have the Vloggers game coming up. When is that?
Andrew Nemi?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Oh my god, sick needle I saw on Twitter. Let's see, it was Doug Polk, who basically, a guy walks up to him and is like, oh my god, I totally love your vlogs. And right as he said thank you, he realized he was talking to Andrew Nemi right behind him. And I was like, such a sick
yeah.
beetle. I could not click the heart like button enough on that. I'm like, that's so great. Like, oh, hey, thanks a lot, man. He's just like, no, not you. I don't even know who you are. Like this guy. This guy right here. Oh man, all the way. So Paul waking up with deuces. He's gonna get one of these pots eventually. He's gonna come in for the straddle. So there is, guys, you're watching a 1-3 with a, it looks like a mandatory 6 straddle pretty much going around.
6-0 straddle seems pretty standard right now. A lot of limpage.
Hate a lot of limpage.
Brian is also a frontman for a band Iconoclast Robot. He's gonna complete the small blind. And Mac in the big blind is not gonna raise it up with ace queen. I'm very surprised there.
Well, he's definitely going to bink it, though. Ace, 3-4. Now, it's actually kind of an interesting flop. Not only did Mac hit his ace, but Paul's got a weird little wheel draw with his deuces. And if he did happen to spike a deuce, too, nobody's got the 5. So spade potential does get there. Chris, the only player with a spade in his hand.
Mac now leads his ace. Paul will not draw to the gut shot. Trick the troll. What is going on? Welcome to the stream. Ryan turns the 8, but can't continue.
Yeah, I'm actually, I talked about this on Monday too. I'm looking forward to the Vloggers game because all of these guys are very into poker, very into live streaming, very into, you know, the social media aspect of things. So I swear to God, I'm going to have, you know, I have like 2 or 3 monitors at home. I'm just going to pull up all of their streams on like different screens along with our stream.
Be watching the same game 6 different ways?
Yeah, and it's going to be sick. It's going to be, oh, here we go, right here, guys. Wednesday, July 26th coming up. We got Brad Owen, Jeff Bosky, Raise Rail, right, Andrew Nemi. It's going to be all sorts of good stuff, and hosted by our very own Veronica Brill and Bartholomew Handsome, I believe he's been effectively named.
Bartholomew Handsome.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all the different angles, especially with the delay and everything else. I'm thinking like, I'm gonna see like stuff before it happens on one guy's thing, and then I know what's coming.
It's gonna get real.
It's gonna be fun. Whoa, Scotty B, don't give Veronica too much credit, all right? Her head's already big, and we had to enlarge the door just so she could get in here sometimes. I mean, because of her head. Because of her head.
Open at 15 from swipe right. Charles on the button is gonna just make the call with the ace queen. I think we're well ahead, and Mac picks up aces. No.
Wait. No, well, Action Tracker is drunk, hammer drunk, catching up. We will see here. Did we see aces?
No one had aces.
Just kidding, don't get excited. 6, 8, 9 here, a couple of clubs. Chuck Nova's still out in front. And the only guy with the club.
That was early though.
Maybe. Oh, Mac does have aces. Okay.
He flatted pre. Oh, sick.
So sneaky, and he's got the ace of clubs too. Life is good for Mac.
And that's not a good board for aces, though.
Yeah, I know, but Mac isn't. Yeah, dude, any sort of 7, 10, 5 peels, you hate life.
The player you gotta worry most about it in that hand is Ryan.
Yeah.
Fold. Mac gets away with one, but that can be really, really dangerous. Out of position. I mean, if you're gonna pull a stunt like that, I think, you know, obviously better against one opponent than 2.
If you're gonna pull a stunt like that, listen to this guy. It is. It's crafty. It's very sneaky. Wait, are we? Are they?
Someone paid for the rabbit.
Oh, okay, running 3-3. Well, that did nothing.
Right on.
Sweet, right on. Cool.
Very
Right
cool.
on. Yeah, so guys, this is Chris Elkins here. Definitely hit him up on, you can see him there. on
Jesus,
his-
that guy's a beast.
Yeah, on his Instagram, Snapchat.
Holy
Yeah,
hell.
don't get mistaken. He's got like an 11-teen pack, I think, if you can see him here. So he is he's Mr. Cutting Edge Physique. So check him out.
Jesus.
Apparently, he's the guy I want on my side of the bar fight. And not the other side.
Yeah, the bar fight is like being judged like on like a like no shirt contest, like a white t-shirt contest, like bar fight.
Maybe.
Oh my God. Bipolar Psycho. Look at him giving points about raising the aces. Maybe he just didn't want to get cracked by 9-5 suited.
God, the
Too
needle is
soon.
too soon. And you know what? It will be too soon for quite some time for that.
I still hear about that out of the tables. People and like I can't, like, I'm trying to get over it, but whenever people remind you of it, like, every single time you play.
Every day, every day. White Kong in the house. Hello, my friend. He's checking in direct from Vegas out there. Ace, Jack 9, couple of spades. Crispy Bacon here does spike an ace. Puts him in the lead.
Turning to bigger now for Crispy Bacon.
The best gets better. So White Kong, did you get picked as Daniel Negreanu's pick for the World Series buy-in or what? You got my vote. And King of Spades peels on the river. Might be enough to just get Porter to give him a buck, give me a green chip, see what happens.
I think Porter's curious, but
he
there's
feels
just nothing he's beating here.
Yeah, no, it almost feels like it's donation.
If Crispy Bacon had any bluffs here, he wouldn't be like he wouldn't take this sizing. Oh Jesus! Wow, we got a winner.
Yes, so strong.
It is
Industry night, and it is Revenge of the Nerds theme. So half you guys don't even need to dress up; just come on down. The other half actually put on something nerdy, and then just come on down. Good stuff.
Porter correctly folds.
White Kong, he said he did not get picked, unfortunately. That is too bad. Sob stories are no good. You need entertainment value. I was with you, man. I respect it. Mr. Optics has joined the chat. What is going on, my friend? Good to see you. Always a pleasure.
I am dressed up.
Yeah. No, see, when you are a nerd, you don't have to like dress extra.
No,
nerdy.
I don't have to go out of my way to like wave like the nerd flag. Like
Yeah.
if you know me, you know I'm nerdy.
It's true. White and nerdy.
If you can talk about a single poker hand for 3 hours,
That qualifies
you're
as
pretty
nerdy.
you're pretty nerd.
That qualifies as nerdy. Hashtag nerd. Nerd life. He had some glasses on with some tape, but they were messing with his vision. It's a long story. So Steven with 7s. He does make the call. JP with 10s. Or with jacks, I'm sorry, here. Makes 15 to go. Behind him, Charles has ace queen suited. Bets to 30. Okay, our action tracker's hammer drunk, but it's catching up. Let's check this out. Now back to Steven.
It's kind of small the sizing here.
Now Steven, who just limped, might be trying to think about
If
step mining.
he calls, he knows that JP's going to call as well.
Yeah.
When JP's going to call no matter what. I mean, with versus sizing, he opens to 15, it's a 3-bet to 30. I mean, wow, and he's going to fold. I'm very surprised.
And JP is just gonna call. What's he doing? Is he coming in for more? No, he's calling. It looks like he's calling. Or trying to call.
Heads up.
Yes, he does make the call here. So, classic matchup here, Jacks versus Ace Queen. 3-4-9, Brick City. This could keep Charles out of trouble here. It's not a bad flop for JP. And JP's just gonna...
JP's going to stuff it, no?
He's gonna stuff something. He's gonna stuff
That's
50 in
50.
there. And Charles is gonna float him once if a club peels.
Got backdoor clubs.
Or an ace or queen. Oh, now it does pair the board, but you're not necessarily putting JP on a 9 here. And look at this. Wow, he cannot call fast enough. He almost beat. Oh, did he say all in?
He said all in.
Okay. Or did he just bet 100? He said 100. He bet 100.
Oh, and 100 in the snap call.
Yeah. And Charles could not call it quick enough. Oof. All around Charles's hand.
Should slow down JP. Wow.
Wow! Nice one. Great move
Check
by
that
Charles.
fold.
Great move by Charles. And obviously, JP, what, afraid of the 9s on the board?
Afraid of the king.
Yeah, but do you think just the king, or do you think he, I mean, well,
Also got to be, well,
he
here's
is
the
worried
thing.
about the 9, but what's he 3-betting with a 9 in his
Yeah,
hand?
exactly.
I'm
How many
with you.
9s does he have in 3-bet?
I'm
Like,
with
what,
you.
like ace 9?
Yeah, no,
I mean, as
and
a bluff.
Charles is capable of getting splashy, but I don't think quite that splashy. You know, he's not 3-betting with ace 9, right? I mean, he's not Marlon.
Oh, sick.
We'll find out here in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, and the other thing is when you do something like you call so damn fast, like you literally almost beat somebody to the pot with chips, that it sets off fireworks in different ways for different people, right? Sometimes people are like, "Are you on a draw, or are you just doing this for like to like illustrate strength, even though you're maybe not strong, or like you know what I mean?" People take that different ways.
You can narrow an opponent's range that way also, because generally when a player calls quickly, it means they don't have much of a decision to make.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there's no debate whether to raise or just call. There's not like a strong, hey, whether they should be folding or calling. It's just kind of automatic. Like this is an easy just call, and you can really kind of narrow down a player's like scope of hands when players do that.
Yeah.
I think it's a leak that I think a lot of players have. They think that they're sometimes showing strength by doing it, and when in actuality, I think they're just kind of leaking information.
Oh, now look at this flop. This is
Here
gonna
we go.
This is going to get dangerous real quick. So, monster diamond draw here with a couple of overs for Charles, and then we have Chris right behind him with kings. This is danger. This is danger central. Now, real quick, follow up the last hand, then we'll hop into this one. Somebody said that's the quick shove on the river. It's almost a sign of weakness, right? Because it was so fast by Charles, but I mean, it got the job done.
No comment.
Yeah, interesting.
That's quick shoves versus quick calls are different things entirely.
Fair enough. We can talk about that for 3 hours later.
Charles elects to check raise here. Or no, check
he
call
just-
on the flop.
he just checks.
Turn pairs the board. Chris bets 85. There's nearly $300 in the pot. I don't see how we fold here.
And Charles is going to make the call. So he's going to need a dime. Now, look at all of these different... He was drawing so thin to outs, and that's going to be a payment card, too. That is going to make Charles pay Chris off all day right here.
And Chris is gonna hoping that Ryan has a hand or Charles has a hand like Queen Jack. The fours obviously making Chris a better 2-pair. Chris bets 200 and a quick call.
Yeah.
Very surprised. If our opponent only had a jack, a hand like Ace Jack, he'd probably check back a lot of those rivers because I mean our opponent can, if you have Ace Jack, our opponent can have any Queen X diamond draw like King Queen of Diamonds, things like that. I mean, I think I would feel like hands like Ace Jack would be more inclined to check back. I mean, we're kind of going thin die there. We think that Jack 10, King Jack is going to call us. So we think our opponent's more likely to check back. Most of his Jack hand, most of his hands with the Jack hand.
Jacking around. Guys, real quick, you can see their $1 million event going on. Really sweet. So long story short, come in here, play a bunch of limit hold'em. We have drawings once every month here. We already did the one for June. We have July and August coming up. Give away $900 in prizes that night, along with 3 seats, all valued at a minimum of $1,000 a piece, to our 9-player single table sit and go, where the top 4 places all get to draw from a deck 10 to ace, and if you draw a royal flush, you get $1 million.
Easy game.
Easy game, easy money. Very cool.
I mean, King Queen of Clubs is a better check call there than King Queen of Diamonds, because with 2 diamonds in our hand, we're blocking bluffs and makes it more likely or more probable that our opponent can have like busted diamonds and be betting there. With 2 diamonds in our hand, it's hard for our opponent to have missed draws because we're blocking the draws, and so it's a really ambitious call.
I see a lot of players fall victim to exactly what Charles just did. When they basically have a flush draw or some sort of other draw, and then end up binking a pair higher than the board, then they bink a pair higher than what was currently on the board. They're in call out mode all day. Although I think
sometimes they're good.
by him firing a few hundred there, I think it could set off some alarms. Like, okay, well maybe I should sit there and think about it. But then again, it was a hefty sized bet, so maybe you just think he missed his draw too, and he was just taking a stab at it. So there's right of ways, you know. It's poker. It's beautiful. It's beautifully sick.
I think I need to hire Chris as like a personal trainer.
Just so
Maybe that'll help me.
Just so you can fill out the arms.
Yeah, I can fill out the arms in the shirt better. I mean, maybe my kings will hold more often.
I mean, well, obviously, and that, you know what? That's why. That's why, because he's a personal trainer. He handles biz. That's the only reason his kings held. They never hold his
Like today's
we
leg
watch
day.
kings get slaughtered.
It's leg day. It's chest day, and then like on today's like how to like have big pairs hold big.
Yeah.
And I need the coaching.
It's backs and tries day, and then boom, it's kings holds day.
Kings.
On Friday, that's your rest day.
Yeah.
But you play poker, and kings always hold. It's so good. It's so good.
I've lost two like fitness weight loss like bets recently, and for small amounts, you know, under $1,000.
Yeah.
But maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm not betting enough money to really like get my ass in gear.
Right?
I don't know.
Maybe you just need to add another digit to those bets, and I bet you'll start running real
Start running
good.
real hard.
Literally running outside good all day. The good old Kings win in Sacramento line. Good old Rick and Barstow.
Good English.
So guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We are here with you, Spoon Cash Game Fun, every Monday and Wednesday. And you know what? Tournaments when we feel like it, when they're big and they're worth your time.
Yeah, we just had our last Sunday of the month tournament. Ended up in a 4-way or 5-way chop.
Yeah, they did an ICM chop where everybody worked at least $4 grand. I think the big dogs worked like $7 grand, something like that. It was solid.
Yeah, on $300 buy-in, it's good for a day's worth in poker.
Best 13 hours ever, man. A couple $100 an hour. Life's good, dude. And Paul waking up with 10s. He's gonna pop it up to 15.
Can't get any love.
The needling is strong at the table in front of us.
Kings win in LA.
Oh my god, now I feel at home. I can hear chip shuffling. Yay.
Right? That little somewhat calmness.
It's true.
Like, some people like go to bed like with like whale noises or like white noise. I like chip shuffling.
True.
Like just like a loop.
You know, when I was in here with Norm and Chad, you know, we were in here. We're just getting started. We're just getting warmed up, and you know,
We're name dropping now. Is that what we're doing?
no, well, no, because and so it's funny because like we're sitting here, and you know, there's kind of like if you're just in the booth, it's relatively quiet. And then the second he puts in the earpiece, he's like, it was like this calm came over. He's like, now I'm in the game. I'm at the table. I can hear the chips. You know, like, yeah.
It's real though. I mean, there's nothing else like that. I mean, down at the series and walking in the Amazon room, whatever, and that clatter.
Oh my
that
God.
Just
It's beautiful. And I've heard people say, people who aren't poker players, like, oh God, that's so annoying or whatever. I'm like, well, you'll never play poker.
Yeah.
Because that's a beautiful sound. In fact, if somebody's calling you and you have to answer your phone at the casino, they know exactly where you're at if they know what they're doing.
the sweet, soothing sound of people making bad decisions.
Of hopes and dreams being crushed. All right, deuce 7-10 here on the board. Sixes versus ace 9. Six is still out in the lead. Three of spades peels on the turn here. Changes nothing. Six is still in front. Charles checks, Porter checks behind. Queen on the river. And looks like Porter's going to try and make a little bluffy bluff here. $90 in the pot. And Porter's going to bet 60. And Charles with a quick hero call.
There goes my hero.
Boom.
Wee wee.
He says six is good all day.
Ain't got it, bro. So I like that. I'm friends with Charles, Ryan, or we're calling him these days.
Chuck,
Chuck.
pick a name.
Yeah, I kind of follow his like Poker Evolution, you know, on Snapchat. He's kind of like transitioning more. I mean, he's still crushing tournaments all around, you know, Sacramento, you know, Nevada, and this area. But I'm watching him transition more into cash games, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
To watch someone take that next step into playing, you know, 20 big blind, 40 big blind deep poker, and smash and grab tournaments.
Yeah.
And doing rather well in them, to then playing, you know, 100, 200, 300 big blind deep cash games, which is a whole other level of thinking, you know, when you're playing poker. And it's a fun transition to watch. And he's doing well.
Hey, chill.
As we discussed, you know, like, because tournaments are fun. They really are. I've the most fun playing poker running deep in a tournament. I really do. I think everyone must agree with that.
It's super exhilarating, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're shooting for that first. You keep seeing that prize money, that prize pool scroll around.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh baby, look at that up top money right there.
But
Laddering up, you're like, boom, this guy just busted, just made an extra 500. This
yeah,
guy
he
just
made
busted,
this.
yeah.
But I mean, cash games pay for the tournament habit.
Very true. Very, very true. I heard a guy say, oh yeah, and this guy was like not a good player. He was up in Tahoe, and he's just like, oh god, if it wasn't for tournaments, man, I'd probably be up so much money right now. He's like, I'm up like 30K in cash, but I'm down like 40K in tournament buy-ins, and I'm like, and then he sat at my table and I watched him play, and I'm like, there's no way you're at 30K in cash. Not even a chance. All right, so King Deuce 3 here flops. Look at this.
Inside straight draw, flush draw
Yeah.
for swipe right.
Super good flop for him. Brick City feels.
Yeah, right.
And Max is going to take a stab at it here. Once everybody checks, it says my sevens are probably good. And they are. You bet 30. Swipe right's got a worldabouts. He is going to call. And he misses all of them. That is a good old symptom of too many outs. Max checks here. Now, if you swipe right, do you stab at this pot?
He does. No, it checks
No,
back.
he checks back. I think with the check on the flop and then the bet on the turn by Max, I might take a stab on the river there.
The hard thing is like, I mean, what are we repping? I mean, we're repping a king, and we're going for value with a king. And we check, maybe a marginal king there. But I mean, what king are we checking there? King 9 on the flop of the river, 2 pair, a better, 2 pair, king 10 maybe.
No, but I figure you can rep any king because if you flat him on the turn, you're repping a king. And then on the river, when he checks, again, you're repping any king. The same king you had on the turn that we're repping. Come on, if we're playing the pretend game.
Well, yeah, but it's versus. Versus what hands that Chris is leading on that Max is leading on the turn. I just don't think it appears for him very well. I mean, the
Well,
river,
you're just a better player than me. that's what it boils down to.
That's over like
I bet, and he calls, and I cry, and I say nice call, and we move on to the next hand, and I just $100 poorer.
Chrissy Bacon is going to open a 16 with a queen 9. Why does that someone fold a suited ace? Interesting. JP's going to make the call, king jack.
What is this is?
No, check that. JP will 3-bet the king jack to 35. I like that. Flatting king jack is one of the easiest ways to lose money. No, he doesn't. He just calls. 35. No, it is 35. I'm sorry. Paul threw me off there. Paul tried to call 16, not realizing it was 3-bet to 35. So either the 16 is going to stay in, or it's going to call 35. At this point, you call 35. 3-way, 3-bet pot. Inside straight draw for Crispy Bacon. 2 overs and an inside straight draw for Paul. Checks through. JP's got the only spade. Paul's now going to lead at it. Bet 60.
You never know when you might want to get in shape.
Crispy Bacon thinking, God damn it, I was going to bluff at it.
That sounded so snarky. He tries to toss his card back, and he's like, just keep it. You'll never know, when you might want to get, in shape. Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch. Brutal. Guys, he does say swipe right. He's clearly killing the Tinder game. He's doing just fine. It's not a matter of in shape. You never know when you're going to want to have like 19 abs.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down
Just
to.
need more abs.
Just more abs, guys. Even my abs have abs. Well, what do I know? I mean, I'm just drinking soda out of a Pizza Cat cup. I don't know anything.
Is that what we're doing wrong in life?
That's it. We're doing it wrong. But you know what? Honestly, that'll be the thing that gets you in shape, though. If getting in shape means that my pocket kings hold, sign me up.
Yeah.
That's it.
All day.
That's it. I will get ripped.
Tragedy says more rake. Oh my god. That was painful to watch. To try to listen to Negroni try to justify that, where when Stars up the rake and was him being the hired gun, the paid pro for Stars, rationalizing why more rake is better, and I love that Paul ripped him apart for it. I mean, just come on. How is more rake ever better for the players?
Yeah, 6-6-4. Lots of sixes for Paul. Outflop Stevens Queens. Looking a little dangerous here. Steven, everybody checks.
Steven checks back. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely. Let's not get crazy. I mean, if they have me beat on the flop and it's all bricks, then they're gonna have me beat on the turn. All right, so small bet. So look at this. There was no raise pre. There we go. I was looking for the action pre. So there was no raise pre. So let's see here. So he's gonna min raise here.
Paul bets 20. Steven raises to 40.
Now this is now we'll get into this here one sec after the hand. After the hand. No headaches for Jake. No headaches for Jake. Now does Paul click back here? Does Paul click back and Paul click backs min clicks back. I love it. I love the min click back. Okay, so let's get into this hand real quick. So the problem is you didn't raise pre. So if you're going to play a hand like we saw Max play aces earlier, and you don't raise pre, and you just limp in with queens, kings, aces, whatever, you have to be very willing and likely to let a hand like that go.
Yeah,
you're playing it for disguise value, right?
all
If you
sorts
flop a
of
set or
trash
something,
is in there, yeah.
Yeah. So when you flop something like 6-6 whatever, you can't really honestly expect your queens to just be super monster cookie here. You know what I mean? So
And our opponent checks flop and then goes bet. There's no reason to suspect the small blind can't have, I mean, a mother 10 of 6 in his range.
Yeah, and so what I would do if I was him, and if you don't want to fold queens, that's fine. I can't fault you, but I definitely don't raise. I just flat. And basically, I'm trying to bluff catch in a way. Like, if you don't have trips, I got you. You know, I mean, it's
a weird, poker's weird sometimes. I don't know, my brain's broke.
well. The problem is that you know we all know that you're on another level, good, bad, or indifferent. We all know that you're on another level. So you think that if you're trying to put yourself in players' shoes and make sure that they think like you. They never think like you, Jake.
That's a whole other
They
thing.
don't think like you.
You can get so sucked up, and I do it frequently. Like, oh, they can never have this because that would be like makes no sense and like reasons and things. And you get caught projecting your thinking or your level of thinking on other players.
No.
And one of the best ways to solve.
You'd play better if you were a worse player. So when you put yourselves in their shoes, you're like, hey, I know exactly what you're thinking, because if I played bad, I'd probably have this hand.
That's why I can't win in daily tournaments. Daily tournament players who are just like randomly like top pairing all their chips in the middle of the pot.
Yeah. But then again, I heard that one pair with like maybe a queen nine, with like a pair of nines and a queen kicker will make you like 13 grand. It's good Harlan, so don't worry about it.
It's good for you.
Why does it matter? You're totally good. One pair is good all day. Of course it's all good. One pair with an okay kicker is totally gonna win a four-way all-in pot for 13 grand.
On a super coordinated board. It's
Yeah,
just
all day. Why wouldn't it?
multi-way.
8-9-3, like, of course queen nine's good.
Dude, I do not have the stones to make that call.
Stones.
Dude.
So I'll tell you what, and it's funny because you see him in that clip, guys, and we'll post it again. The clip where Harlan just takes his monster 13K pot. You hear him yell, "Yeah, I knew they had draws." I knew he was so pumped, he was so jacked. And then you watch, and then you can see, if you watch that clip, immediately somebody comes over to the booth and yells, "Lock the doors!" That's this man right here. That's right here. That's how that goes. Very good, very good.
Great shot, Jake. Quarter makes it 20 to go. Ace 10 off. Swipe right. Will not defend the big with the jack 10 off. It's not the fun play to make, but it's probably the right play. Not enough players in the pot.
Play bad, play loose, get lucky.
Yeah.
Sums up my Vegas experience.
Sounds like
Speaking of Vegas, I love that we have a couple people tuning in from Vegas. I know we saw my buddy White calling out there. Obviously, JFK Stones is out there. Just because you're in the poker hotbed of the world right now during the WSOP doesn't mean you can't tune in and watch some other awesome poker. Absolutely.
They're final table of the monster stack today. Final table of the 10K PLO 8.
I watched some of our locals actually went deep in the monster stack. I think Valdez actually made a decent little run on that, right?
Yeah,
he
I
bagged
mean-
up the first day.
Pretty decent run.
I know Cali Kid was running a little bad for the last month, and you could just see him tilting on some of his social media. So you know what he did? He said, screw it. He's like, not even playing poker right now. He's just like renting Lamborghinis and driving around with his drone. And I'm like, good for you, bro. Like pool parties and Lamborghinis when you're not playing poker. I need to get back
making
to
it rain at nightclubs.
Yeah, because why not? Because reasons.
He's like, I've lost so much money this trip, like money that's not even real anymore, so like why not? Like,
It's just boom, done.
Let's go rent a Lambo and throw some money in the air. Because that's how you fix your bankroll problem.
It's true. It's very true. Just go on mega tilt and see what happens. So actually, it is kind of, speaking of nightclubs, I saw JFK Stones had posted, he's not a huge fan of nightclubs, as neither am I, especially when they're in Vegas and you have to pay, you know, $150 to get in and $30 a drink. It's not really my thing.
Not GTO.
But he actually
Not
hooked up
GTO.
with Sean McCormick, Mr. Man at the Aria here, another fan of the show.
Oh, they're hooking up
And,
now?
Yeah, ooh, they're going steady. And anyways, they went out to like he got hooked up. They went out to a nightclub for free and just had a blast. And you know, anytime it's for free, you know, if Vegas is the land of it's not what you know until you know, for sure.
Absolutely.
In fact, shout out to Mike Kong. When I was out there, his girl hooked it up, just super VIP treatment to one of the Cirque shows. Just like, there's a line of 200 people. No, just come with me. Like, part the Red
Part the
Sea.
seas.
Just it walked right past everybody, and like, boom, here's your own VIP box. The show starts in 10 minutes. If you want anything, just ask these people. I'm like, I love you. Thank you.
It's good to know people.
Yeah, it was very cool.
JP is gonna make it 12 to go with the Ace King. Renting a Lambo is like financing a Rolex. I like it. Chuck's just gonna call with the Ace Queen again. Might save a little bit of money here.
And Steven's gonna come along.
Queen laid a pretty good price.
Honestly, I like Steven's hand. 7-8's gonna fare well against Ace Queen, Ace King. And then
Four-way.
Jack 4, the only card nobody has, a Whiff City for every single person here. Ace King in the lead.
Well, all I know is the kid that made it turned down 8 billion.
Paul might think about taking a stab here. He's gonna check back.
And at the time, he was
10 peels. Now this is funny. This gives Ace Queen and Ace King both monster draws to Broadway, and Paul's actually open-ended. A queen would be, a king would be sick.
Steven's got an inside straight draw, but he's drawn to the dead end. He will correctly let it go.
How does everybody pick up a straight draw with that card? Every,
Weird, right?
every hand picks up a straight draw. 9 binks it.
and Steven wouldn't make it straight. Hindsight's 2020.
Oh my god. Play back, get lucky.
Twinkie22 says, besides the obvious, what's the difference between 1-3 and 2-5 players? Depending on the card room, I mean, there might not be much of a difference. I mean, bankrolls is the obvious.
Yeah.
But like most card rooms, you can find like 1-3 still plays like 100 big blind cap games. So there's a whole other level of thinking and habits to pick up from playing 100 pigs. And 2-5 and higher, a lot of rooms will play will play table stakes. The 1-3 here plays table stakes, but 2-5 and higher, a lot of card rooms play table stakes in order to be the biggest game in the room. And so you'll have to adapt to get used to playing 200, 300 big blind steep, which changes the range of hands you play, the level thing, and you have to think more about poker. And this is going to go up in the higher the stakes you play.
Very
And
true.
it's what I'm saying, you're going to find crappy players and crushers at every stakes.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I mean, 'cause
and when you're playing,
everyone-
and the
yeah.
problem is when you're playing deep stack poker too, when you're playing smaller stakes, right? You got a couple $100 in front of you, and you're like, whatever, okay, boom, you got it, cool.
Yeah.
That's very different when you have $5,000 in front of you, and maybe there's a bet. And again, when you get deep stack poker, then you can get into these 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet range territories where,
You're supposed
levels
to-
on levels
you
on
didn't have
levels.
to think before.
Yeah.
Okay,
Before you're like, whatever.
By now,
The worst you can cut to me, a couple $100.
Yeah. Originally, by the time it goes 3-bet, you're just like jamming all your chips in.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're like, oh god.
Don't raise.
There you go. Advice from the pros, guys. Local grinders come by and just tell you don't raise. Easy money. Just don't raise. Ever. I don't know. Steven with Queens, he appreciate that. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, don't raise. Next time, just call. Just showdown. Good. I have been in that situation myself there, though, on the river where you raise
Your
and you
hand
go.
is so under wrapped. I get it.
Yeah, well, no, but we're just not even necessarily that particular scenario, but just on the river when somebody bets and you raise them and then they like ship it on you and you're like, crap. All I had to do was call. All I had to do was say call, and I opened these floodgates and they just jammed like the mountain on me, and I'm like, crap. Loud noises, I'm angry.
Swipe right with the most beautiful game playing of poker. Jack 10 suited.
Oh yeah, all day. Jack 10 suited, cracks, aces, like nobody's business. Pizza Cat cup. I think I'm just gonna leave it here. It's gonna be my booth cup. Good.
You see Chuck Villanueva there. checking his phone. I think it's been about 25 minutes. I think he's checking when he made JP fold there when he had the Ace Queen versus Jack's hand.
Yeah. And you can see JP not watching the stream, does not care.
No.
And now, right now, Chuck is listening to our commentary like these nits. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm way better than they give me credit for. Look at Harlan scoping the game. The resident shark sitting off to the side.
Harlan would have cut through this knife.
Oh, yeah.
Cut this like a hot knife through butter.
So fat. Harlan comes over here. I feel like he's so innocent. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing over here? You guys playing some poker?" Trav G is totally cool if they watch the stream at the table. Definitely loud because they're watching footage that's 20, 25 minutes old. I mean, honestly, even if they weren't watching it on their phones, we do have it on a couple screens around the room. They could just look up and see it.
Yeah. It's on the delay, I mean.
And it is cool because when they get involved in big hands, a lot of the times, you know, when that hand comes up, everybody points it out. And they're like, "Oh my God, look, I knew you had that. You're so full of crap, right?"
I've been caught lying many a time.
Oh, look at this. Swipe right, swiping all sorts of nines.
You got all your Instagram followers watching? It's fun, but I'm not like, not big into gambling.
So what do you think Chris eats for meals? Just like lettuce and salmon?
I see where it's
Yeah.
Like all day, every day.
And souls.
Yeah, and souls. And obviously enough pocket kings to make them always be good.
Bro, it's good for you.
I prefer to drink my meals. Oh, thank you.
Bloody Marys are good for you.
It's true. God, I'll tell you what, speaking of Vegas and those Bloody Marys, man, everywhere you go has like their signature Bloody Mary, and some of those things are literally like a 3-course meal stacked in a glass. Like a giant wooden dowel that's like a burger and a bacon and a lobster and a crab and a this. And I'm like, what the hell
Everyone's
is that?
on like this like one-upsmanship of like Bloody Mary and like garnishes.
It's literally like a buffet just on a stick in a glass with some alcohol. I'm like, all right. JFK Stones, no one's collected the Stones hoodie. Oh my God, if any of you are watching from Vegas, White Kong, I know you're out there. Run over and find JFK Stones right now at the Rio and get yourself a free Stones hoodie. So we made a deal on Monday. If you run into JFK Stones, right? Mr. Justin Correttis, the one and only. If you run into him out there, check out our last stream to see what he looks like. He's funny. So go out there, you see him, you walk up and say, "Where are you going?" That's the passphrase. And then you both say nowhere, and then boom, you get a Stones hoodie right there. He's got one on him, he's gonna hand it to you. Free money.
I love it.
Yeah. Done deal. He's at the Aria right now. Go get him. Oh, you're right next door, White Colin. Go get him. And go say hi to Sean while you're there.
Crispy bacon, that's out with the diamond draw. Gets through.
Rick and Barstow, it is your size, buddy. It's a triple extra small because we know you like to show off a little belly button.
So I'm scoping this like 1-2 game right in front of us and looking at our friend Justin.
Yeah.
It was a prerequisite to be named Justin. They were like playing this card room.
You mean that weird guy named Justin right there?
He can't hear us.
No, he can't
unfortunately.
hear us, yeah.
And I'm looking. He's got like nine different stacks of chips.
Just look at him
and
and
like
point.
and every single one's like a different stack height. Like, how do you know how many chips you have?
His stack. It just is the way his chip stacking tilts me.
He's got like a stack of like 44 chips, a stack of like 23 chips. It's like,
Can I get a count?
like how do you even know everyone do yourself a favor, put your chips in stacks of 20
Like the
and
rest
just
of us.
and just do it. And
Or if you want to come off as a brand new first-time player, put him in stacks of 10. That is what Justin looked like. He was just on the screen there. We'll flash it up again after the next hand, guys. That is Justin and Lon McCarran, both demoing that beautiful Stones Live hoodie, actually. The Stones hoodie, yeah, it's a fun thing.
it's that awkward like, oh, you're wearing this? Then I was gonna wear it. Like,
Oh, we didn't coordinate. We did coordinate. Damn it.
Unfortunate.
All right, so looks like a couple limpers here going around. Quality hands here. Just get right in everybody's range. 9-6 deuce rainbow here. Paul has a straight draw. Crispy Bacon can't throw his cards fast enough. All right, Bob, can we get that picture of Justin up there one more time?
Justin.
There it is, right there. There it is. So if you see that man on the right there, JFK Stones, he's over at the Aria right now. Go attack him. He'll get you one of that beautiful Stones hoodie. He unfortunately will not have Lon McCarran with him, I don't think, at the time.
This is like mid as Lon McCarron was trying to kick Justin in the nuts.
He's like, dude, you got it. And he doesn't mind. Justin's got sweet smiling. He don't care. And Justin's also wearing our patented Stones Life hat. Very cool.
It's very good.
Very good stuff.
Justin, fix your chips.
Justin.
He can't. No, never mind.
There he is. He's looking now.
Fix your chips.
Nice chip stacks.
Your chip stacks.
So bad. So tilting. Chuck waking up with Ace King here. He's going to pop it up to 20 to go. Everybody else is mucking for the hills here. Crispy Bacon. 3-6 suited. You know he's in.
Defense.
Out of position. Boom, boom. And swipe right also with Queen 10. Oh, look at this. 4-5-5. Crispy Bacon open-ended with 3-6 like a boss.
Please check raises. Check.
Like a boss. Oh my
just
god.
get there. Or
He
let it, or just get
binks
there.
it. Look at him just fire this out. Now,
Inside strike draw 2 overs for Chuck. He's probably gonna have to call here.
look at this. Chuck's thinking, man. Now, Chuck, I feel like Chuck gives other players almost no credit. He's actually debating and giving Crispy Bacon a little credit here. I think he's going to let it go. He is.
Good fold. I don't fold there.
Never.
I don't fold laundry though.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't in that hand.
In seat 7.
Oh, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
Steven at ace 3? Oh, yeah. Game over. Now, that could be said to be like, oh, I guess that's why you don't play ace 3. Well, I guess that's why you play 3-6? I'm so confused. So confused. So what's good, guys? If you're just joining us, make sure to click that heart and follow us. We're here with you spewing cash game action every Monday and Wednesday. Taking a look at those chip stacks around the table. The blues are 1s, the reds are 5s, and the greens are 25s. Buffalo day 1, knit fold, question mark.
I'm probably calling there. I mean, I'm gonna assume I probably have 10 outs. My opponent's got a 5. I'm also hoping that I can. I mean, unless he has, 5-3. I'm assuming that a 3 is gonna be good, and I might be able to get some good value out of a 5. If not, if he only has a, like after on 5-5-4, it goes check check. He can be leading out 7s, 6s, 8s, like any kind of hand there.
That's probably, for me, that's probably a position where I haven't really dedicated much to the pot, and I gotta put him on something there. And at the end of the day, I'm just like, whatever, on to the next one, for me personally.
We're getting 4-1 on our money. I think we call. I mean, but then again, hope springs eternal.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, then again, too soon for 5-9?
Service on 11, please.
Oh, so bad. All right, taking a look at those stacks, guys. Cumulative winning so far. It looks like
Hi, Corey.
Heyo. Looks like our big winner is Chris Elkin, and he is up just over $500 so far, followed directly by Paul, who's up $150.
It's up $500 and up to 210.
Yeah.
bench press.
My little pinky does work out bigger than you.
Kid lifts hard.
He does pinky push-ups.
That's it.
I don't know why it has like Russian techno music, Russian disco music while he does push-ups. It's totally allowed. Yes, 4-1 is good. Also exploitable if you're always folding there. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do like our guys in the chat. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Love being a turtle. No, our guys in the chat. Our chat makes it fun, but our chat also has solid insight, solid, like just questions, all sorts of fun stuff. And I like when you have 2 or 3 players in the chat who are talking back and forth, like, no, he made the totally right move and this is why, or no, there was a horrible move and this is why. But they have like solid reasoning behind both things. You know what I mean?
I like when they fight and argue.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Speaking of kings maybe holding Crispy Bacon, I don't know if he works out quite as much as our boy Chris, but he might find a way to get kings to hold here. He does! Freedom! Because if you let another card come, you know it was going to be an ace all day.
Good science. Fish can catch is seat 10. That would be seat 9 is a beast. I would concur.
Unless you're talking about the dealer, because he's also pretty beasty too.
Thomas is a beast.
Thomas is a good dude.
He is the beast of all beasts.
Mr. Thomas.
There's our friend Corey bringing Crispy Bacon undoubtedly another drink.
It is Wine Wednesday. I'm surprised he is not drinking wine yet. He is still on the beer train.
He doesn't have that palate for wine. He can't really appreciate it yet. He's still a beer drinker. I'm a beer drinker.
Well, he was brewing wine. I think it was last Wednesday, But you know, I think maybe he needs to adjust the palate by starting with beer, so he can work his way into a nice sipper bottle of wine. That's my guess. You know, a lot of people who were tired of me not dressing up like I usually do, so I figured I'd wear something fun for them.
I like it. Hey, look. Ironically, you look sharp.
I know. Thank you.
Like going like with the nerd look, like hey, like
I was just like, I kind of put it on and I was like, is it? I don't. Does this like defeat the nerd purpose or not? I mean, it's Pac-Man, so I just kind of like, okay, it's still there. I don't know.
It's like Clark Kent Pac-Man nerd.
I'll take it.
It's like it's good.
We can
10-4 deuce. Paul hits his 4. Steven works out. I feel like we're not getting a lot of help from the deck.
No, the deck is not cooperating.
We're not getting the smashing hands, monster draws, big pairs. You know,
We're not getting like
set over
13K
set.
pots with like
Yeah.
bomb pots. And maybe that's what, you know what, that's what it is. They need to do a bomb pot. They need like a $20 bomb pot.
So $20 bomb pot, everyone throw some money in there.
Yeah.
$10 bomb pot. Something, get some people's juices flowing, get everyone stuck a little bit of money. And by the way, that is the best way to ever start a game. You ever get a fresh table, a new game, and everyone like first buys in. Get everyone to do like a $50 bomb pot. You know, you go big. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, for 1-3, it's a big bomb pot.
Yeah.
Because then someone's up heaps and everyone else is stuck. And stuck players, they give the most action.
That's solid, yeah. Fair
The
enough.
best way to start a game is hey, get everyone stuck and get one player with that whole I can afford it mentality.
Yeah. So hey, Goody, 3790. Yeah, we are right down the street. You're watching Stones Live Poker here. We are located right outside Sacramento, California. Come on down. In fact, download our Stones Gambling Hall app. It is free on your Android and your Apple phone, and it's rad. You can actually see our entire menu, our calendar of events. You can sign up for a cash game remotely, and then come in right when your seat is ready. Very cool.
So Chuck's going to exercise his option on the straddle, makes it 20 to go. He's going to get called in both spots.
Still, though, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's unfortunate if you want to diet.
10, 6, 9, couple of hearts here, and not a bad flop for queens. Definitely way out in front here. And Steven's going to just ship it, try to take it. JP, I'd imagine here, is going to get out of the way, and it's going to be an insta-call here by Chuck.
Really elastic almost, you know what I mean?
2 overs and backdoor heart for JP, and he's wondering.
We should, like, what time is that?
Quick call from Chuck.
When the metabolism kind of caught up, and I was doing same routine. Like
Shaka Shaka.
But in the beginning, you were shit.
Now, are they talking about running it more than once?
They're going to run it once or twice.
That's funny because you got to think, especially when Chuck's asking that, you're thinking like, you're on a flush draw?
Yeah.
You're on a flush
Oh, Jesus, Steven gets
Oh,
there.
wow. He does get
They're
there.
going to run it. They run it twice.
And bang.
Chop it up.
Chop it up. Wow, that's one of those things where once he sees his hand, you're like, oh, I got this. And you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I ran it twice. Holy jeez.
So the other night, I think it was last Saturday, the 1-3 goes off the chain. Stacks are deep. And on Queen Jack 7, flop it. A guy who was very out for action on that fine evening.
That's such a political way to say it. Okay.
Barrels in all of it in like a $60 pot. He shot like 500 with ace-9 on Queen Jack 7. Game was good. I had a queen, so I called. He turned an ace, but whatever. Like,
Oh my God!
But no, it was great.
I heard you telling the story, and this was the guy who was just there nonstop, like just kept barreling all night, right?
all night.
All night.
Oh my!
God.
I lost an $800 pot, $1,000 pot, and a $1,200 pot, and in 1-3, and still made like $300.
Oh my God.
It was just like there was so
Good
much.
for you.
It was the game was so lit. Like it was almost like running people off. People were like put up on the table, like seat open, and they're like, oh my, like there's a $1,000 pot we played at 1-3, like every single hand right now.
Yeah, no, it's insane. And this is what we're talking about when you see the games get so action-packed here that a 2-5 player will hop down to a 1-3 in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. I rolled on the 2-5 like 6 times that night.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm fine. I'm good here.
good.
So Chris Elkin here is going to raise it up to $21 with King 10.
Chris Elkin from Cutting Edge Physiques.
Chris Elkin, he is going to raise a 9-pack of abs.
Chris Elkin's so hot right now. Chris Elkin.
Master C in the house. Thanks for joining, buddy. All right, to the flop here. Ace 3 ace. Nothing for nobody here. Chris is king high, still leads. And he's going to lead this pot. Max is gonna run away. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you click that heart and follow us here. We spew live cash game action with you every Monday and Wednesday here. This is Stone's Gambling Hall. We're watching a 1-3 no limit right now. Starts out with a $500 max buy, and then after that is a table stakes game. So you can match up to the biggest stack, which is currently Paul at 1,200 buckaroos.
Pretty good. I mean 400 bigs.
Yeah, not bad. Again, I spoiled by the 1-3 game here, dude. I mean, I said it, and I'm not getting paid to say it. Well, I mean, I guess if I'm playing the 1-3 game, I'm getting paid to say it, right? But no, I mean, it just plays at that right juicy level, especially for players who aren't necessarily comfortable hopping up to like a 2-5 or 5-10. The 1-3 still gives you all the meat on the bone, and I feel like without quite as much risk of a bankroll. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's good because you get like low stakes level. I'm not to talk shit, but I mean, but I am me. I mean, you get like low stakes level thinking with big chip stacks.
Yeah,
which is good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Bluff all day says, do you all meditate before playing, or screw meditation, just go play, bro? I actually, this has been like a topic of the recent discussion among a couple of my friends. I have a couple professional poker player friends that meditate every morning, get their mind right, and other people like that, and for me, I just can't quite get into it yet. I just, it's just me. I don't know. When I think meditation, I have a hard time not thinking someone, like sitting like across legged with dirty like dreadlocks, and you're saying Om.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just the stigma of it. For me, I just kind of go play. I mean, I do try to just like push other things that are going on like out of my like life, but it's not like a meditation per se type process, you know. All right, so King 10-8 here peels off. Max with the best of it here with Ace 10. BMO, BMO, your boy. He is watching the stream on their phone. Guys, those guys, we're watching footage that's on a 20-minute delay. So the players at the table, we're live with you. The players at the table are watching footage that is 20 minutes old. We do allow it because obviously... Oh, here we go.
Charles turns 2 pair.
And this gives Chris a flush draw.
And this flop checks through Max. He's gonna make the call with Ace 10.
This also gives Porter a straight draw too. So now things could get interesting. We do have Chuck betting 40. We have Max calling the 40. Now over to Chris, who's gonna call the 40, which is disgusting because I mean Porter's gonna let it go, but it almost like prices him in some weird sick way.
Well, the problem is that a seven's a dirty out.
And
a seven's a dirty out. Can put the 4 card check forward.
So total brick city on the river here. Chuck's 2 pair are the best. Now the Chuck check.
No, not check, Chuck. No, come on, we got a value bet, bro.
He's in check call mode all day right here.
No one would have checked back 2 pair. I mean, yeah, we lose the set. The sets would have raised turn with straight and flush draws on board. 2 pairs should be by far the best hand. We
Never
should
know.
be betting.
Somebody could have rivered King Deuce, bro.
Or unless he just thinks that someone's
And
gonna
checks.
get it.
So having a check through, obviously, you know you're good all day here. Chuck's gonna table the best hand with 2 pair.
Here's the thing. So if
Talk to me,
Chuck
Goose.
thinks that it might be more profitable to induce maybe some bluff there by checking. Players are more apt to do that heads up the hour against a multi-way, because to bluff multi-way, there you got to try to get that. It's got to get through several players versus just one. So in spots where you're multi-way there and you're likely to have the best hand, you're much better off value betting. Heads up, maybe you think your opponent might have like bricked off. Then maybe you should maybe think more about checking and trying to like get your opponent, show the weakness and induce them to bluff. I still would prefer value betting on that board with that hand, the way that played out. But checking becomes more of an option.
So if you value bet there on the river and somebody fires, and somebody pops you, where are you at then? How do you feel?
On that river card,
Don't worry, it's on my table.
I'm probably calling him and just hating it, figuring any kind of 2 pair.
You're doing the patented cry call?
Any 2 pair set hand we would have figured would have raised us on the turn. So when the deuce bricks up on the river, what do they just call? Like,
Yeah, what did you have?
Hard-headed pair of deuces.
Yeah, or did you have King Deuce? Or what? How did that deuce improve their hand? Right?
And even then, even King Deuce is probably just flatting you. I mean, so if someone pops me there, I'm probably calling, and they're not in love with it. But.
So Max with 10s here is going to raise up to 20. So our patented Tinder mogul swipe right. It's going to make a call as a Steven. Ace, King on the flop. Everybody hates it.
Why is this coming out?
Everybody hates it. Max still in the lead here with 10s. Another ace. 10s almost counterfeited at this point.
Right now we're Steven
It
and
is
Max are
so
chopping.
sick. 10 high chops this pot right now.
And here goes Swipe Right.
Swipe Right's gonna bet it. I love it, and you love it.
And we love it. No one can call here.
This is so sick. God, I hate that. Nothing like having a decent pocket pair and having the board double pair high above you and counterfeit. You're like, I hate my life. My hand doesn't even.
And Max's hand is affected. It's the same as having 10 deuce here.
Yeah.
You have a 10, and that's it, and it gets through.
And it gets through.
When in
Oh,
doubt,
man.
pretend to have good cards.
When in doubt, just represent something that doesn't suck. All right, guys, thank you for watching Stones Live Poker here. Definitely tune in, click that heart, follow us here. You're watching some 1-3 cash action. The red chips are 5s, the greens are 25s, and the blues are singles.
Here's the thing, you can't complain about like being card dead. Before you get to the point where you complain about being card dead, you need to start pretending to run better.
Yeah.
That's just it. When the card's really that bad, pretend that they're not, and just start blasting off.
Yeah. Master C, yes, Seat 7 is a dealer here as well. That's how you know you've played here a bunch. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just recognize all the other dealers at the table when they're playing. Faux show.
28 now.
Oh man, we are, guys.
Now the deck cooperates.
There we go. Ace King suited versus Aces Danger. Hey, we're 105 followers away from 5,000. Click that heart, follow us, guys. If you like this, if you like train wrecks of hands like Ace King suited versus Aces, like we're gonna see here. Get
All
ready.
in and a call.
Get ready. Snap call. I don't.
Once or twice is the question.
4 boards.
All right. Hard on the turn for the sweat. Now Brick City. First one's toast. So they're gonna run it 2 complete times here. Oh, that's gonna sum it up right there. Nope, game over. I was like, running Queen 10 for the, no. Oh, what a setup too. Look at that board. If you have that second board, you flop top pair, you turn up flush draw, you river top 2. Oh God.
Poker Pro Eric in the chat.
Yeah, no $12,000 pots quite yet, buddy.
But get down here, Eric, and maybe there will be.
Ah, I see what you did there. Well, dealer change. Tomas is popping out. Oh, and we have our resident artista in the house, Paul. If you guys saw our Stones Life hats, or some of our other Stones gear, Paul is the artist extraordinaire.
That's a crusher.
I actually had a few pieces of art commissioned by Paul, including some wearable art. Very cool. Very good dude. Blunt says this was actually a 10K pot on Monday's game. It was a 5-5 no limit. We will post the link in the chat for you. Long story short, it was a $50 bomb pot to start, along with a $200 rack attack that the house splashed in the middle. And then, what can we say? Shit hit the fan. It got a little nuts. And one pair ended up taking a 12, 13K pot. It was absolutely insane. So Crispy Bacon pops up to 21. 2 callers come along. Deuce 8-5 on the flop. And he flops the best with a 5. Checks around, another 8 on the turn. Did that check around that quick?
It did. Crispy Bacon's looking for value out of diamond draws, but he's got a diamond in his hand.
And swipe right with a pretty solid quick raise here. Raises to 75. This could be tough for Chris to call, and no, it's not.
Wow.
And Bink 6 on the river here. Crispy Bacon in check mode here. Let's see. Is there a right amount swipe right can bet here to blow up Crispy Bacon?
It can't be too large, but it's gonna look like it's gonna look funky. You
Yeah,
gotta be
and it looks
value
like
here.
he's going for like 140 into 2 and some change. And it looks like Crispy Bacon might have some. No folding posture here. Ooh, he's really thinking about it.
So here's the thing. He thinks that swipe right would have bet an 8 on the flops and the 8 pairs
He
in the
thinks
turn.
he's on a diamond drop.
Well, here's the thing that he might be raising like 6-7, but 6-7 got there. He makes a call.
Great
not
call.
sure what the shit just happened.
Great call. We could ask him, but I think Crispy Bacon might have put swipe right on maybe a busted diamond draw. Like you said, if he had an 8, he probably bets the 8 on the flop. The 8 hits
But
the turn.
diamond,
then he starts
I mean,
betting.
diamond draws should have bet flop as well. Then.
No, I feel you.
I mean, with me, I mean, like, what's your reason? It's
Hashtag
weird.
logic, bro.
Reasons? I don't know. It's really weird.
I'll say like 9.
I think,
9.4. Yeah.
like, but we'd also
Swipe.
we would expect 6-7 to bet there. We took diamonds bet. We expect 6-7 bet. 6-7 got there, but we expected to bet.
And swipe right is swipe right. I mean, you could see he's just kind of like, really? Like, why did that not work? He's confused on why that didn't work.
Confused why it happened in the first place.
Yeah.
Bluff all day one. Preferences on running it once or twice. The more times you run it, the more you're going to reduce your variance. I personally don't prefer to run it either once or 3 times. That way, someone loses money. Someone needs to win. Someone needs to lose. But if I can't get him to run it 3 times, I will run it twice.
I should tell them to get a bacon candy set. It looks crispy. Awesome.
Who
Love
folded the jack 8 of spades? Who did this?
Why? Loosen up. All right, get these players drinks, guys. If you want to tune in here, buy them drinks remotely. We're gonna start allowing that. We should allow that. That should definitely happen. You should be able to buy. If the stream is basically not loose enough, then you should be able to, like, viewers should be able to chime in and be like, seat 4 gets a cocktail. Boom, done.
Done. Blunk Eds. I know I'm saying that wrong.
Blunt heads?
Blunt Eds versus just stops variance. By that point, why not run it 1,000 times in the computer? You could just do another, like, equity chop at that point. You get the money in. Okay, you got 54%. I'm like, I'm 46%. Like, let's just, like, chop it up right there. But, like, I mean, I don't like that. It takes a lot of fun out of it.
Speaking, Jordan's World says these guys are playing professional bodybuilder and they don't even know. Oh, trust me, we know, dude. He has like 11 abs.
Dude.
So, speaking of that, Chris Elkin actually here, the guy he's talking about with Ace King, way out in the front.
Chris Elkin, cutting edge physiques.
Boom. Are you ready? One Elkin to rule them all. Jack 9 Jack on the flop here. Lots of jacks for Max. Ryan Charles is professional bodybuilder. 17. All right, so Max here gonna bet 17. Was Max our original raiser? He was. Feels good to raise with Jack 10 and spike 3 jacks. Is he saying pick 1? Show me it's a 10. Oh, it is the Jack. It would have been so much better if it was the 10.
There's another jack.
Does the Mad Russian still play? I believe the Mad Russian is playing in the bay these days. So if you're trying to bum hunt the Mad Russian, you gotta go down the bay. Jordan's World. You guys are playing with a bodybuilder they don't even know. We do know Chris Elkin, cutting edge physiques. Right there in seat 2, getting a good look at him right now.
Yeah, he'll take your body fat and he'll take your chips.
He gets kings to hold.
He gets kings to hold at stones. Oh, Action Ashley in the house. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Thank you. All right, so Paul here with some deuces. Lots of fun hands in here, and Ace King 5 on the flop. JP 2 pair, way out in front like a beast. Steven with a sweet little gutter ball here to Broadway. JP's gonna fire out $10 here. Building a little pop builder bet. Over to Max, who's got second pair, and he says, "I'll come along. See what happens." Paul's in Brick City. Paul lets it go. And Steven's gonna call, hoping to peel a jack here. 3 players to the turn, another king, and that's why
Oops.
Max called with King 9. Says, "Why
Oops.
not? You're gonna give me some more."
JP gets counterfeited, but it still likes to bet his ace.
Yeah, he's we got the patented what we call Canadian full house, guys. 3 pair, no good. And he's gonna let it go.
Both old aces win is Angry Pollock playing on stream. As soon as we get enough money together to post her bail,
True.
and get her back out of.
You know, it's surprisingly
for doing
expensive
bad things.
when you're in jail in Mexico, actually. And Veronica is no.
Well,
Well, you know
first-
why? Because there's a premium, because like a cute blonde girl in Mexico.
Yeah, and you gotta like bribe your way first. You like get to the thing in the place and the deal and the guy, and then it's like
Plus, you have to convert it, the pesos, and
it's a whole process.
it gets more
but
complicated than you
I'm
think.
just assuming she's having a great time right now. There, I heard the jails in Mexico are really nice.
Super spacious.
Yeah, they're like it's like a resort. It's like
Plenty of food. You just have to grab your own mouse as it runs across the floor. You have to be quick about
but
it.
they are
So-
like plentiful.
Plentiful. You're never a shortage of protein there.
Tecate, I tell you, I definitely like
No.
it.
But I mean, lots of kings tonight. There we go. Now the deck is working out a
There
little
we
bit.
go. Look at that. And
Open at 12 with ace 9, call 12, king queen, 3-bet to 45, king king, quarter now.
oh, Porter in position here with fives. Says I'm gonna come along.
Porter had more facial hair than Crispy Bacon when he was 5.
Yeah, Jordan's World, you're watching. This is Stone's Gambling Hall. We're located right outside Sacramento, California, here, right off the freeway. If there's an Highway 80 anywhere around you and you're watching this, it is the same Highway 80. Get on it, keep driving, you'll find us, I promise. So Chris is going to come along here. So we have King Queen and Battle of the Pairs. Jack Jack 7. Chris first to act. He's going to check it over to Crispy Bacon, who also checks his kings. Porter is going to elect to take a stab at it, a healthy stab. Pots 151, and Porter is going to bet 120. Chris is going to run for the hills. He did. Crispy Bacon now.
We cannot fold.
Yeah, we
I don't like check raising here.
No, we don't.
We need to keep all our opponents bluffing.
So what's the line here for Crispy Bacon? You flat call here, and then what do you do on the turn?
Check.
Flat call. So we're in call
You
check. mode.
check. There's no turns that we don't check. Good call. And we check.
So we're just in check call mode down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Porter is still trying to get Crispy Bacon off of anything that beats pocket 5.
Porter's like, how do I win this pot?
Would
How do I win this
Would
pot?
our opponent get this? I mean, what's our opponent's 3-betting range? That's check calling flop. It's going to be mostly all pairs. Is he folding 10s already now?
And the bets are getting more heavily sized, and I think if Porter had a jack here, do you think he's betting that heavy with the jack? I don't know. This pushes the pot up there. You see Crispy Bacon taking a look over. I am Porter's stack. I think Crispy Bacon knows he's good here, and he's just kind of trying to figure things out.
Here's the thing. Some players here would just stuff it. You don't want to, like, because a heart draw is going to call you anyway. The downside is. Sorry. A hard draw's not folding. He's only got 350 back. If we're gonna call, we should probably jam. It's the same as we can't count on hearts bluffing river. But if we jam here, hearts are gonna call. Obviously, a jack's never folding, but if we're not folding, then a jack. If we check call here, and all jacks are value betting all rivers,
Yeah.
so then we're gonna have to call again.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, if you think your hand's good here, what are you doing? You're just stuffing it.
I think you should just put it in. Put it in, both inches, hard as a rock.
And
It's facial hair and a facial hair.
I see what you did there.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought he was gonna put the cards there.
I think he's thinking about folding. He's yeah. Oh! It's like the almost flick. He doesn't let it go. It's like the almost flick every time.
Hashtag exploitable fold.
Yeah, very. Melanchor, how easy is it to make auto shufflers to give out preset card combinations? Isn't it easy to achieve with auto shufflers?
No.
No.
Stop. Just stop. Quit being superstitious.
Yeah.
Believe in science, believe in math, and quit just no.
So technically speaking, there are shufflers that they can tell you which card is missing. So
Yeah,
because
there
of
are.
because of that, if you had the actual ineptitude to get in there and crack millions of lines of code of software.
But you have to like physically set it because they're not running off wireless systems.
No, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm just saying anything's possible, but the answer, if what you're getting at, the answer is no. Like, that's the answer. Is anything possible? Sure, yes. We could colonize Mars tomorrow. Is it going to happen? No.
Elon Musk is trying to.
He's yeah. Just drive your Tesla right to Mars.
Yeah.
It's on autopilot. You just punch in the GPS.
Buffalo Days is Porter typically looser type. Porter's I think solid. Porter knew he was bluffing there, obviously.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Porter got him to lay down kings.
And here's what I like Porter uses the stream properly. Porter probably gives a little bit more action to a few more moves than he would otherwise outside the tables, but Porter knows that, hey, this is like free advertising.
So Bluff All Day asks, is Porter typically loose or tight?
I think Porter's solid.
Yeah, Porter's a solid player.
Porter mixes it up right.
He's not afraid to give action, but I wouldn't call him a loose player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't be afraid to be in it. That's the thing. You can't be afraid to bluff. You can't be afraid to fire chips. But then again, you can't be like too spewy either. You have to, like they call it, having balanced ranges. You got to be able. You have to work in bluffs along with your value bets. You have to have that. Otherwise, it's too exploitable. You're too easy to play against. Porter knows this. You can tell by how much facial hair he has. It's science.
Hashtag logic, science, cool things. So Chris is going to fire out 35 here. He's actually open-ended. Doesn't want to see the queen peel, but wouldn't mind the 7 peeling. Steven's going to get crafty with it and raise him up. That is a solid raise here. And
Poker Pro Eric, random is not synonymous with non-existent, so I think you're using that word wrong, bro. Ace Jack 10. Chris bets. Both players are just completely full of noise here.
Oh, I know. It's great. It's like just a level re-level. And lets it go. Not even gonna lie, good play with Steven. It's solid. I mean, it got through, man. It super got through.
I think everyone's crazy.
It's true. I mean, but you know what? If everybody's crazy, somebody's got to be crazier. And if the crazy is profitable, then go for it, right?
Crazy's cool.
It's like I'm a combination of like Jesus and
Yeah, Melicor, I mean, so like this last time we're gonna touch on this. Yeah, shufflers could read cards, it can be used in poker, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And like they say, what does the house have to gain from that? The house has absolutely nothing to gain from that.
That's the beauty of poker.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is that, the house just, as long as you're playing poker, the house is okay.
Yeah, they have no interest in who wins, who loses.
They don't care. In fact, they want you to not lose. They want you to play as long as possible.
They would love everyone to
play 3-6 limit all day long.
All day long.
24 hours a day.
And just rake the world. When if you ask the Grana, that's good for poker, so.
Oh my god. You stop. Stop. Just stop.
I like your team that. I think I was pretty bad.
Stop commenting on that. So once again, guys, you are watching Stones Live Poker. We have a 1-3 no limit cash game going on right now. It started out as a $500 max buy-in, and now it is a table stakes game. You can buy up to the biggest stack, which I think is currently around $1,200, something like that. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you click that heart and follow us. We're here with you spewing cash game action every Monday and Wednesday. The previous Monday here, we had a huge 5-5 game. Let me tell you what I got coming up on the schedule next week, dude. Make sure you guys click that, and then you will see. On this next Monday, we have a sweet 5-5 game. And that is, if it's anything like the last 5-5 game,
Jesus.
It should be fun. And then next Wednesday, 1 week from today, guys,
10-20.
a 5-10-20 game triple blind. If we have Jake and Veronica in the booth, yeah, that should be an awesome game too. So definitely don't want to miss that. And that's 1 week from tonight.
Melancore, most live houses play with a drop, not a rake, so a bigger pot does not equal a bigger rake, or I mean, we just like drop a standard amount. 6 spades comes off, giving swipe right a pair and a spade draw. Chris is still calling down with the best cards. I'm sorry, the best hand.
It's funny. Did you see how many outs he just had flats at the top? A victim of too many outs. I mean, he has outs all the way across the screen, bricks all of them. Queen Jack's good.
Online poker's not rigged, Melancore. Just stop. Once again, realize the house has no interest in who wins. They just want people to play games.
I was just like, yo,
if their game was rigged, it
There,
works
if you'd
against
see,
the
you'd
player.
see chop pots every hand.
Yes,
That's what you'd see.
that's what you would see.
All right, so Paul W is our big stack here with 1.2K, followed by Porter with about 1,000. And then our resident bodybuilder extraordinaire, Chris, there with a little over 900.
Yeah, I would have felt good if I was
Swipe right. What would you do if it was your turn? I was in strap. Never mind.
He's actually busy swiping right on Tinder right now. He's got a couple hotties on there he's chatting with.
I was like, I continue to run bad. And I was like, yeah, just, like dumb,
And
Aces.
30.
Pop it up, make it 30 to go here. Porter does have sevens. I'm sure he'll come along and at least take a flop. Crispy Bacon, the crispiest of the bacon. Let's see what he's got. He's got 4-5 suited. If any hand's gonna
Yeah,
snap
baby.
aces, you know, here comes ace deuce 3 on the flop.
here we go. Four-way action.
Boom.
And that's a set for Porter.
Oh, this could get
Inside straight draw for Crispy Bacon.
ouch.
Chuck does a decent.
Oh,
he
checks
just
all the
checked
way
that.
around. Now ace queen, this also gives swipe right actually a draw to Broadway here if a 10 peels. Something for everybody, good God.
I think so. That's pretty sick.
Porter's gonna bet out. It should be a just call from Chuck. He does just call.
Streams within streams.
Bet 40, call 40.
That's developing into a dangerous board here for aces.
They should get
One straw, and you got Jack King out there.
But keep the stakes low.
And Brick City here, Porter with the check mark. Is going to Value Town here, 200 bucks.
Should be. That's 200? No.
Now you hear him. He's like, I got aces, I call.
Bet 60 calls.
And then he's like, yeah, that's it.
Should be bet call.
Yeah, yeah. Bet call all day here.
Just to like.
And yeah, it looks like Steven's shirt, that is confirmed. I believe that's a Bone Thugs and Harmony shirt. That's confirmed.
Solid.
Now, actually, after that scoop, that puts Porter up as our resident chip guy as well here. 1.2K for Porter. Tied with Paul here for the chip lead. Yes! You know I had to say it. Everybody, if you're just watching, there is no such thing as a chip leader in a cash game, but we like to say it just to needle our resident bearded wonder Jake here. Because he loves it.
I should have never let it out of the bag that it was like a peeve. Like, if I just like didn't care, it wouldn't even be happening anymore.
There's some things you're gonna, there's like 3 things you're never gonna live down. Chip leader, 9 to 5, and senior strength. That's it. Like that's
It's the unholy trinity.
that's it, dude.
Unholy
End of
Trinity.
story, bro.
JP makes 15 to go with the 6-5 suited. Chuck's gonna call with the suited ace.
Max coming along as well. Now kings for Chris. Now if anybody can make kings hold, it is Chris. He's already had him hold once tonight. He's gonna 3-bet up to 50 bucks.
Chris Elkins, cutting edge physiques.
I feel like it's just like part of the name.
Yeah.
Just put it in.
Chuck's gonna make the call. Not in love with calling the suited ace out of position against the 3-betting range.
He needs vengeance for his aces. He figures if 2 aces are no good, ace 9 should be good. And deuce 4 deuce, whiff city. That's a quick check by Chris here, or by Chuck, and Chris is gonna fire out 100.
Check, bet, fold.
Yeah, I'm gone. Muck.
So the ace 9 suited there. Here's once you're flat there, it's weird to back raise, but the ace 9 suited also going to play better out of position as a 4-bet bluff than it is against a flat. For our opponents, I mean, our opponent's 3-betting range, if we're to say it's like 10s plus ace king, ace queen suited, then we're completely crushed. Our best case we have 1 over, or we're completely dominated if our opponent doesn't have a pair.
That reminds me of a hand like ace 10. I'd much rather be raising with ace 10 than calling
And we
raise.
better, if Chuck was the original aggressor there, a better lineup would be to 4-bet than to call the open and then call the 3-bet, because we're just like our hand is in such bad position, or in such a bad spot against our opponent's 3-betting range.
Kevin Martin in the house, buddy. What
Kmart!
Kmart, what's going on, my friend?
Kmart's final table and the shit out of stuff these days.
Oh, he's crushing. I know. I caught some of his stream yesterday. We actually put on his stream right after our stream on Monday, actually.
Yeah.
And we watched him just binking off he was at the final table of one of those tournaments, just crushing souls, crushing chips. Very cool.
God bless our Canadian friends.
All right, so coming along here, Battle of the Diamonds.
I'm just jealous. They get to play stars, they get to play do all of it, and we're just here playing live poker. Mind you, we're getting like 13 and 30K pots in 5-5, but we're still, he gets to play online.
Good things, good things. So Crispy Bacon's gonna bet a 6 and easy money. Take it down. So guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you click that heart and follow us here. We're only 95 followers away, I think, from 5,000. We spew cash game action 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, every Monday and Wednesday. We got some fun games coming up next week, including a 5, 10, 20 next Wednesday night, which should be very, very, very cool. That game always gets juicy. I mean, if we're making 13K pots in a 5-5, then let's get a 5, 10, 20 going. Why not?
Oh my god.
Because reasons.
So much.
Speaking of reasons, you don't need a reason to get Ace King. Max here, Ace King's gonna raise it up to 15. Chris Elkins, the man behind him, is gonna flat with 8s.
Steven's gonna come along on the big blind with the Queen 9 suited. I think it's fine.
Deuce 3 Queen, top pair for Steven here. Top flops
Steven.
to everybody.
Steven.
Steven.
Just be cool.
Gentle.
Just be cool. I'm right-hearted. Welcome. 1123. Hey, hey.
And checks over to Chris, who's definitely going to take a stab at it, and he's going to bet 35. Steven, stacking out some chips to, looks like make a call. He's thinking about it.
Should be calling. Just a call. There we go.
Max here, Ace King, Super Whiff City, population U, bro. And he's going to let it go.
On the flop and the turn.
Think peels off. Changes nothing. Steven.
Should go check. It does.
Now, guys, the reason we showed Steven actually having the check mark on the turn is because the other 2 8s were folded. So here on Stones Live, what we do is we calculate true outs. So if somebody folded an 8, we pull that out of the equation. So 2 other 8s being folded pre-flop. We actually know this, obviously Chris doesn't, that there is no 8s left. So lots of queens for Steven, and that is good.
Check.
Kevin Martin, this makes me want to play live poker. Kevin Martin has played here in this room before, speaking of live poker.
Poker's good.
Always a pleasure to have him around.
I mean, feel like going like hopefully we get everything like regulated here and all but like licensed in the States. I miss online poker more. I mean, more than I can articulate right now. But there is something about live poker that just it feels really, really good. The shuffling of chips, holding cards, complaining to your friends.
It's great. It's great. And the funny thing is, there was another local spot that had some of those electronic tables for a while, but I felt like you were going for a live poker experience, but then you go there and you're just looking down at a screen playing. But speaking of that live chip thing, there is, people would go to these electronic tables and actually bring their own stack of chips or whatever and just shuffle chips because I just want, come on, man, it's the environment, right?
No, I would do the same thing, like playing at home, like playing playing tournaments on Bovada or back in the day on Tilt. I know it's not on Tilt, but on Tilt, whatever. Yeah, I would shuffle chips while playing online poker.
Absolutely.
It just felt right. It felt more natural.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like going to raise to 18 from Max here with King Jack. Christopher Bacon's going to come along, as is Chuck. It's on him to call. He's going to make the call.
Master C says online poker is a science, live poker is an art.
That should be a bumper sticker. Boom. Oh, look at this. Lots of force for Chuck here. Trip force for Chuck. Unfortunately,
Act normal.
Just be cool. Everybody be cool.
Walking a couple of Fonzies. What's Fonzie like?
It's cool. Fonzie's cool, baby. Fonzie's cool. So Max is going to do a little C-bet here. He's going to fire out. He's going to do 25 to go. Oh, just quads with an ace kicker, as if the kicker was needed. Now, checked again. This obviously makes it less likely that Chuck would have a 4 here. If a king or jack peels, oh, no, it won't. I was like, that would be Payment City by Max.
Max can't bluff because the only draw on the flop, or the 5-6 now makes a bow. We can't even.
He bets 200. Did he bet 200 into a $100 pot? I think he did. It looks so. It's such an obese overbet. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so sick. Because you're just like, why? Why?
One says yes, we are live with you in the chat.
Guys, speaking of those of you who like to watch online stuff, we have the sweet vlogger game coming up here at the tail end of July. All the names you know and love, they're all going to be here. We have commentary with Veronica Brill and Bart Hansen. It's going to be awesome. You're going to be able to see different point of views, everybody vlogging their game live, as well as our stream. It's good. We're the first time we're doing it. I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited. I'm very aroused.
I went from 6 to midnight. Super stoked.
Cutting Edge Physiques, Chris Elkins is going to open up the pot. Makes it 15 to go with the ace jack. Chris Bacon makes a call with the deuces. Deuce.
Doing a little duck hunting. Fantastic game on Nintendo. And Queen.
JP, don't just call. God damn it.
Loud noises. I'm angry. Whenever you can give Jake a headache, we give him some Tylenol PM. It's true. It happens. It's real.
Reed Pros, how do we play in this? Contact JP City. There's a deuce.
Oh man, look at this setup. Now, honestly, because a king is out there, it's gonna save JP a little money here. If there's a jack-eye board or something, it could got a jack-eye board with a deuce would have been disgusting for everybody here. But Crispy Bacon does just fire out the set here, and ooh, JP coming in with a raise, just seeing where he's at. Easy money. Jake gets headaches easily sometimes, guys. Kind of his thing here. Another king peels. Now this is going to complete a monster hand here for Crispy Bacon. And look at it, so sick. After a check raise, JP checks again. Crispy Bacon still bets another 20. I love it.
It's weird. JP elects to check raise the king high board, and then when a second king comes off, making it less likely that Crispy Bacon has a king.
Yep.
Then he elects to check fold.
Now, speaking of arousal right here, here's the ultimate duo. So this is our resident JFK Stones tournament director here, out with Lon McCarron, runs into him. They're wearing the same Stones hoodie. If any of you guys are actually chiming in and watching from Vegas, go hunt down Justin, that guy on the right there, and ask him where are you going, and then he's going to say nowhere, and he'll just hand you a Stones hoodie, and that thing is extremely comfortable. I mean, you know it's got to be if Lon McCarron. He's like, I'm going to be on the mic all day. I got to be wearing this something comfortable. This guy's modeling it for you too. Very good. Somebody asked in the chat, how many people are running the show? It is us two crazy guys, and then we have a team of 3 people in the back. We have a director, an action tracker, somebody moving the cameras, lots of love, and then we actually have another person, basically. We have Jenna in the back right here, subbing for JFK, running the game, filling that with players, getting everything organized. It is we get solid production value. The show's come a long way. I'm really, really stoked with how it's turned out, and it's only getting better. Yeah.
Good humans.
Good humans, good people.
Jack 5, and Max has got a lot of jacks.
And Max had a lot of jacks before, actually, with Jack 10. Max loves jacks.
JP's going to bet the 7s. Call and a call.
Oh, and that just completes the Monster Nut Cookie for Max. Unbeatable. Beast mode activated.
Should check through, but...
Trooper in the house. What's going on?
Seat open on 11.
Check raise now.
Max is going to fire. Put it up to 35, and JP hates it. JP's just got to feel like, dude, I'm not running well. Every time I'm betting, somebody's raising me. I'm getting check raised. I can't hit a flop. JP's definitely looking for a little bit of love in this game. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We spew live cash game action every Monday and Wednesday. Also, when you click the follow, click that little notification button, because we do broadcast final tables of our bigger tournament series, as well as our 30-40K guaranteed end of the month tournament. And we just had that on this previous Sunday. So yeah, definitely tune in. We're always here having a good time with you. Definitely don't want to miss next Wednesday's game, 5, 10, 20.
I love it. Sounds like 3 technicians, 7 computers, 7 cams, and a talent, which we're still trying to find.
Oh, brutal. Sick burn. Wait, where is it? Apply Cold Stone's water to burn.
Check with a Jack 9 suited on the button, and we love it.
Vocal Terror trolling in the chat. Troll game strong. Our resident dealer Taylor here. Check from the button. Popping it to 20. Chris Elkin's going to look him up here at King 5 suited. Whiff City. A little straight draw action for Chuck.
We can bet here.
Is that a small cup, or is that just guy massive?
I'm a large mammal.
I know. Look at Prince Ryan.
Oh,
Look at his
Ryan.
spot. I love it.
Both.
Yeah, a little bit of both, man.
Little bit of
That's
both.
hilarious. Just a giant who palms everything. Chris bets 35, and it's gonna get through. Chuck's gonna let it go. Very cool. Taking a look at stacks here. Porter is our resident big stack around 1200, followed by Chris Elkins at 941. Sick Namis has joined the chat. Viet in the house. What's going on, my friend? Welcome. You know, it's funny. Sometimes when we're broadcasting higher games, you see guys from all over the U.S. like, "Oh, I'd crush this game. Oh, I'd crush this game." I'm like, you know, with how big these pots are and how much you'd crush this game, like a plane ticket's only like $500. I mean, come on down, dude. We're trustable. Hey, I feel like this is Enterprise Rent Car. Like, we'll pick you up. Yeah, we'll pick you up straight up. All right, so Max has a jack in his hand, so you know he's running good. He's hit trip jack so many times tonight here. And of course, if Max has a jack, life is good. Flush draw flop for Max. Swipe right flops top pair. And gets there. Let's not waste any time, guys.
Now,
Flush
Chrissy
for
Bacon
Max.
has the ace of hearts here.
8 of hearts would be a sick cooler.
Two pair for swipe right. He leads out on the turn. Bet and a raise, and Chris throws away the nut flush draw.
Boom. And wow, and another heart. That would have been super monster nut for Crispy Bacon.
Crispy Bacon's while you don't knit.
And it looks like we got a new shooter coming to the table here at C3. Paul was like, I'm done with this game. On to the next.
It didn't seem that expensive to draw the hearts there. I'm surprised that Crispy Bacon threw away the nut heart. He might have misread his hand. He might have had too many beers. He might be having too much fun.
All of the above. Only 67 followers away from that 5K mark. If JFK Stones was here, he'd say click that heart, he'd beg you to click that heart, and then he'd tell you he would send you a free puppy, which I hear that he never actually does, and that's disappointing, because who doesn't like puppies?
The terrorist, that's who.
I'm kind of surprised to see Crispy Bacon fold that. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about that. Blunt says this is a poker room, but as far as poker rooms go,
No bells and whistles here.
Yeah, no, but this is not your. This is not like your seedy down the alley type poker room. This is a super nice spot. Ask anybody who's been here, man. They'll vouch for it.
Flop comes check 9-2. It's going to check through. Turns ace.
Actually gives Chris Elkins a wheel draw now.
Should check through again. No, Chris is going to bet the wheel
It's
draw.
like, no, I'll just take it. Just take it right now. So pot was around $50. Chris is going to fire in 30. Swipe right makes the call. And Chris does bank a pair on the river, but not enough to catch up in the hand. And checks, and it's good.
Check.
Sean McCormick in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
Try not to drag JFK Stones through the mud too bad out there in Vegas, buddy. Let him sleep a little bit, just a little. You knew the Pac-Man suit had to come in full effect, Sean. You knew it.
It's the seediest card room in all six sides.
Sick needle.
Well played, well played. New shooter, C3. Opens to 10. Gets through. Apple 22 says Chris Elkins looks like a nice cash cow. I don't know, looks like he lifts a lot of weights.
Yeah, takes the cow out of the occasion. Equation. He's just fine. We're doing little bird calls from the table. So it looks like signing a photo release there for C3. When he gets his picture taken. You know what? When they had that big pop brewing on Monday night, I really thought they hit the bad beat jackpot here. I really did. Because we were over here and we just heard them going crazy. Everybody's standing up and applauding and clapping and kissing babies.
Wow,
and I was just like, oh my God, this is it. Be cool, be cool, this is it.
Be cool.
And then I see the hand start to shape up and I realize that that's the hand. I'm like, there's no way they get it the bad beat here. It just means this pot's going to be amazing, but it's definitely not the bad beat jackpot. I want to see it.
But supposedly you got
So taking a look here with the cash win command punched into the chat, Chris Elkins is up about 440 bucks. The new seat, I believe, was up 142. The guy who left, and Crispy Bacon's up a couple $100 as well.
So in the last like month, I bought the tickets to do it.
This is we are located right outside Sacramento, California. And Kuko, new dealer in the box. The mystery man known as Player 3 already will pull. Is there a fire drill? Why is everybody running away from the table here? What's going on?
It could happen. We could do it. They're pledging against Swan.
It all gets through. Jenna Liv 77's got mad skills, yo.
When you add the yo on the end, you know she's serious.
That's how it's really, really real.
She's so serious.
Give credit where credit is due.
Does Brother Lynch play 1-3 there? Hilarious.
Pocket 9, this guy. I do. You see my hand? Yeah, I see your hand. I should shut down here. You didn't even lie about having a draw. That's no draw. I had a straight draw. No run around. That's it. You don't even have to go and draw. You don't even have a live draw. At first I said no. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Alright, so our resident mystery man here is going to open the $20. Crispy Bacon is going to come along with deuces.
I should have shifted. I knew it. You got
And City around, heads up action of the flop. And boom, Disco, Bingo, Bango, top pair for SD. Crispy Bacon in don't move statue mode. And ready to fold, look at gone, running for the hills.
Give me another beer.
What is the Vloggers game going to be, do you know?
I think 5-10 sounds about right. I'm really not sure. But I think 5-10 sounds about right.
Let's see if I have it on the schedule here. Vloggers game, it is a 5-5.
It'll be good.
You were close.
Way deeper.
And guys, it's going to be a hell of a week that week. So coming up at the end of July here, July 26th is the 5-5 Vloggers game. And 2 days before that, on that Monday, is a 100-200 limit game.
100-200 limit.
Solid. And I hear that game was already filled up like quickly. Like all of the bigger players here were like, I like that. I want in on that game.
I've played 2040. I've yet to play higher. Like right now, I played 30. I would play 30-60 right now. I think I wouldn't want to play Hold'em. I don't want to play some other games, but yeah. But 100-200. Yeah.
I agree with you. Big Mac Stacks, for any of you guys that watch the stream here, especially with that Vloggers game, it is a 5-5, but you know they're going to, he's like, that means 5-5-10. We all know they're going to be doing, very common here on these streams to do a round of live straddles. Most of the time we have 5-5 games, they end up doing like a 5-5-10. We've had like 10, 20, 40 games. Then what was it? The huge game you guys had where JC Tran was here was like a 10, 25, 50, 100 game. Remember that?
Yeah.
There was like 50 can table, 100 can table, whatever the hell that was. That was insane. I remember tuning in and seeing people shift stacks. I'm like, is this a tournament?
Yeah.
Is this real life? Is this real money?
Yeah, we're playing 5100.
Yeah, click that heart and follow us, guys. We are definitely streaming that 100-200. That's going to be the tail end of July on that Monday, followed by the Vloggers game on that Wednesday.
And we get to see how bad everyone is at Limit Hold'em.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Steven raised that, goddammit. Now he's going to make the call, the 9-7 suited. JP, Queen Jack suited.
JP will raise it for you. He's living that button life. He's going to pop it up to 16.
Go up like half a mile.
Hella nicer bathroom though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Steven is going to let it go.
I don't understand poker anymore.
Poker's hard.
It's nerd night. That's why the Pac-Man.
Sickness, I do not know what the lineup looks like, but I know like they filled up really fast.
Yeah, and I would imagine.
I know. Actually, I think like I know a few characters, but I don't know if
It's
they want
all
me
the
to,
regular
if they want me to name drop.
Isn't it? I would imagine it's going to be players like you always see, in, like the Harlans, the Bill H's, stuff like that, right?
Why don't they play Limit? It's Limit.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Well, let's just say there's going to be a lot of familiar faces in it. Guys that you've seen on the stream for sure.
I would think so.
Harlan just plays any big pot poker. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Give me the pots. I want all of your pots. Wolf All Day asked us the dynamic from limit 100, 200 change compared to a 25-50 game.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's open to 16 from JP with the 8-6 suited. Chuck and Chris both make the call, pocket pairs.
And boom, disco for Chris Elkins, bottom set, like a beast. And if a 5 were to peel, it would be the end of the world. It would give JP the nut straight and Chuck a higher set.
Five,
oh my God, 5, please 5.
Five. Boo.
JP still open-ended? God, a 5. Please give me a 5. Like I was gonna be so freaking excited. Chris was coming away for 5 kills right there.
Verdo V64, don't understand how to win at this video game. It's easy. You just keep betting pot until everyone folds. We send you all the money.
For 10 or 5 fields. Nope. Brick City. And Chris can extract no more value. No, he just ships it.
All of it.
JP has absolutely nothing to call. He's like, please have King Jack or something, please.
Whatever he's got. I want all of it. You got a house, a car, a wife, kids. I want it all. Whatever you got left.
Taking a look, order hasn't really moved much. Still our big stack at $1,200, followed by Chris Elkins at approaching 1,000. Looks like we are just about 55 followers away from hitting that 5K mark. Love to do it tonight. The Pac-Man 2 can't get it done.
Then what can, right?
Is there really any hope? I mean, I don't know. Click that heart, guys. We spew cash game action with you every Monday and Wednesday. The red chips are 5s, the blue chips are 1s, and the green chips are 25.
$6 straddle is on.
And
Aces for Steven.
Steven's like, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna win a damn pot. Here it comes. You want to raise? Well, you got it. All it took was aces. All right, so 16 to go here by Steven. JP with 9s.
He's only got $38 back. Just get your money in.
Yeah, JP's getting real slim on chips. I'm surprised he doesn't ship it.
Just gonna make a call.
Does JP have anything behind under his arm?
He's got a few chips he's shuffling. I think he's got about $22 back.
That's cold, bro. No, I'm telling the truth. We're not actually 5, 6.
I can't believe nobody else wanted this $16 raise action here. Oh, and he binks a 9. It's Steven, you're running so bad. Look, he's only got like $5. No, he's got like nothing. He's got like $16, $18.
Not even that.
Oh my God, it's a set.
And Steven's got to feel so lucky that he didn't have any more money.
And that was a semi-coordinated board there, 7, 9, 10. Like, you hate any cards that peel off there.
He has $10. He had $10 back.
Steven just smiling and shaking his head like, of course my aces are no good. It's not even the point for like, the pot was like $32 or whatever the hell
If
it was.
I'm gonna get cracked and he only has $10 back, I feel like I won.
Oh, it's a huge win. Huge win.
I have my aces cracked, but he had $10 back.
My C-bet for any other hand is going to be like 20, 30 bucks. Like, it doesn't even matter.
Steven's gonna feel great about that.
What a huge win. And come on, how does JP not stuff it pre though? He knows, he's like, I know I'm going to flop a set. I just really want to get max value here. Well, that still would have worked pre-flop. I don't think he's going anywhere with aces.
Brandon Myers live.
I agree 100%.
Don't play short.
A good example of why you need to try to rebuy so you can maximize in those spots. Absolutely. Absolutely. I changed my game. I remember specifically the time I changed my game from when you end up getting short stacked and you basically have like, you know, whatever it is, just not you know, let's say it's a game you buy for 300, you're down to like $50, $60, rather than just like dry firing it off into the wind, like just add on. Like you don't need to dry fire that off, you know?
Now SD and C3 picks up the same aces. Act normal, act normal. And he makes it $12.
You make a ginormous raise that screams, I have aces.
Re-raises to 150. Open to 12, call 12. 3-bet to 150.
He hates money.
We got a winner. Clearly.
Mustache man looks like Wario. It's me, I'm gonna win. Very nice.
Unreal.
Yeah, that was an insane raise. So maximizing value there to isolate it to 1 or 2 callers. It's bet 12, call 12. What's your raise there to aces for max value?
50?
Yeah, that's right where I'm at. $50.
Maybe 60. Maybe 60.
$50.
Just nervous that you had a big enough draw that you couldn't get away from it.
$50, you're gonna get 2 callers. It's a nice juicy pot. You're good. Take it all day.
Just wanted to jam it.
I was on tilt, I would have called. I'm serious.
Unreal. So, I mean, I having playing a game, and this guy is boasting about, oh, he hasn't had his aces cracked like 27 times in a row. Right? And I'm just thinking, oh my god, you are probably like just like broke right now.
Yeah.
You're getting no value for your hands, and you're just like, yeah, anyone can do that. Can just can blast off and then you
Yeah.
count an ace.
And you're just hoping that you run into kings? Like, I mean, like that's the only hand that's gonna give you any action there.
Right.
You know? So Crispy Bacon pops it up to 16 here with 10s. Couple of callers. Jack 9-4 on the flop. Porter spinks off a 9. And Crispy Bacon's gonna fire right out here. 45 into $64.
Inside straight draw 2 overs. Probably he's got to worry about if he gets called. Either one of his outs could be dirty, or when one of his overs could be dirty. You got to worry about queen jack or king queen. The 10's really the only clean out.
And Crispy
I really
Bacon's
don't like
locking up 10s.
leading. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought king queen led. Sorry. Take back everything I said. Sorry. I like
Just kidding, just kidding.
I like Crispy Bacon led with king queen. Now he's got the 10s. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, Master C, we'll check that with him here after this hand. So Crispy Bacon, he's gonna bet, and Porter's gonna mix. All right, so talk to me real quick. There was a hand that you tweeted about that got crazy, even crazier than the one we saw on the stream after the camera stopped rolling on Monday. Talk to me.
Oh, the 30K pot that happened.
30K. What happened?
30K.
Who won it?
I don't know what they want me to say. Like his name.
That's fine. Well, anyways, how
follow me on
did it
social
work out?
media.
What were the hands?
Both players. It was 10. The flop was 10. I didn't see the pre-flop action. Flop is 10, 6, 7, 2 diamonds. 2 players have 9, 8 for flop straight, and the other player has top set.
Oh my god.
Pocket 10s.
Oh my god.
On the turn comes a non-diamond ace.
Okay.
Pocket 10s bets 2K.
Okay.
9-8 shoves 4,500. The other 9-8 shoves 11K.
Oh my god. Well, I know who that is.
And pocket 10s calls, needing to pair the board, and river's 10 for quads.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so sick.
30.
Well, the other 8, did the other 8-9 call on that turn?
Well, yeah, well, pocket 10
'cause he
bets
shoved.
2K.
Okay, yeah.
9-8 shoves 4,500.
And then the other
9-8 shoves 11K.
Oh my god.
Pocket 10s calls, needing to pair the board, and makes quads.
Holy crap.
It's easy, 30K.
Easy 30K.
All day long.
Wow.
9-3 deuce, 10's way out in front here. Max does hit a pair of deuces. Probably gonna go check that call.
Let's say Jack
Uh,
have pocket jack.
Verto V64, Porter's beard does give him his powers. Yes. Max is not going to call the pair. 9-3 deuce is so broken.
Did Crispy Bacon actually give back his 10s, or did he just hold on to them for the next couple of hands?
I guess it's just like, these are mine now, and I'll keep them and I love them.
I will raise them as my own.
I feel like we should be calling there with ace deuce on 9-3 deuce. 9-3 deuce is like the epitome of a broken board. And our opponent, if he's going to see bet, it always means king, queen, king, jack, or in front of all those hands.
You could be behind in that spot, but even when you're behind the same set, you're only like 45.
Some players would say good fold because he was behind. In the full scope and range of all the hands our opponent can have there, I think we should be calling these twos. I don't know. Watt-Bry in the house.
Watt-Bry. Hey, buddy, I don't know if you missed our Urban Dictionary word on Monday, but it had you all over it. It was Sacramento Submarine. Chris Elkins waking up with ace-10 suited. It's a hand I love to raise with and hate to call with. He's going to pop it up to 15. And Crispy Bacon, looks like he finally did get back his pocket tens. He's going to call.
Spades, 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 spades.
Any black cards, all black cards.
All blacks.
There we go. All right, okay, fine. Back to just spades.
All right. There was a spade in the window. I got excited.
We got excited.
Both players missed the flop. Chris should be checking back.
What if I have top 6 or 7?
I'm sorry, checking. And Chris Bacon checks back.
No, what if I have top 6 or 7?
Brick on the turn. But you can see a lead here by Chris. Now he's going to check. Check, check. 9 makes Crispy Bacon's hand. Where's the spades, he thinks? Where's the spades?
And runner's 22 to 1, which is not 2%. It's about 4.5.
So Porter has been our resident big stack at this table pretty much for the last hour or so. Just chilling right around that 1100, 1200 mark.
That's
It's about that time for me to put myself on the list of the game.
Oh yeah. And how are you going to do that?
With Stones app, of course.
Nice. Guys, if you're anywhere around here or want to be around here, download the Stones Gambling Hall app. It's 100% free in the App Store and the Google Play Store. Real cool, you can put yourself up on the list. You can check out our tournament of events going on, our calendar, the food menu, the whole 9 yards. And if you have a player's card, you can link it up with that. You can check your player's points. Get yourself one of these nice Stones hoodies right about there. It's true. Thanks for modeling that.
Does not come with a reg patch. Sign up for reg to play yourself.
Sign up for reg.
Be a good human, sign up for reg.
Good humans. Good people. And it looks like Porter's going to come along. Wow, everybody's coming in for the $10. Let's do it. So it's a $10 straddle, looks like, by Chuck. And yeah, everybody in their mom wants some. So we got 5 players going to the flop. Deuce King 10. Nothing for nobody really here. Actually, Ace 9 still in the lead. Porter with a straight draw.
I'm sorry. Ready to check? I was watching you too.
Think Ace of Spades out there. That's an interesting card. That now gives Porter a spade draw along with his straight draw.
Chuck's got an inside straight draw.
JP does bink an ace. And that
Queen of spades.
Wow, completes everything in the world for Porter. Straight, flush, not a straight flush.
Chuck makes it straight. Porter's flushed out.
Crispy Bacon's the one betting. Love it with airball 9 high.
For $20, Chuck has to call. No! Will not call for chops.
Oh, because Porter raised.
Oh, Porter raised.
Porter raised,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's why.
Alright.
I'm like, trust me, dude, Chuck calls it all day for 20.
I thought Porter just called for some reason. Asian Moo, what's up?
What's going on? Welcome to the chat, guys.
Bacon did bet river. Because reasons.
Watt-Bry in the house. Guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you click that heart and subscribe. Just follow us, hang out with us. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday. Spewing cash game funds, watching Kings not hold unless your name is Chris. Chris Elkin can make Kings hold. Beast
So
mode. Beast mode activated. Put a shoe on my head to prove that I'm not pre-recorded. I don't really feel like taking off my shoe, but the fact that I read that comment should be enough evidence. Nailed it. There, guys, in the chat there, we just posted a link for you. That is a clip of, that's a clip from Monday, guys. It was a 13K pot, absolute epic fun, craziness, good stuff.
King Jack Jack. And Max, what else is new? Has got Trip Jacks again.
Is that like 3 or 4 times tonight? Trip Jacks every time. Every time.
What's up, Mr. Iconoclast Robot?
What's up, stud?
How's my mustache look, though?
Oh, looks
Looks
super
good,
good. It's
bro.
on point.
So good. How's the game?
Oof, kind of boring. But it's fun, though.
Well, if you're Max, you flop Trip Jacks every single hand, so that's exciting. He's had it literally 3 or 4 times now.
Swipe right hits the A's.
Hi, Ma.
30. Yeah, he's under Mayweather, but he has more.
Waffle Day One says who's the best reg at the table? Crispy Bacon probably puts in more hours than anybody. That much
very
for
true.
sure.
That's very true.
Swipe right puts in his fair share as well. Chuck's transitioning from tournaments to cash games and is doing very well at it.
Speaking of putting in your hours, guys,
Hard to say.
$1 million limit hold event. If you're anywhere local, we are giving away free money. Details are there. Long story short, you play hours for limit hold'em. You make hands, you get tickets, we draw people. We are doing a drawing in July and August, and we're gonna give away up to $1 million. That's fat. If we draw your name, we're guaranteed 1,000, and you can get up to $1 million. So bring it. Game on.
General Liz 77, it was a 30K pot, approximately.
Good God.
About right on the dot, about 30K. Maybe 30K and change, and a 5.5. Sean McCormick, I'm with you. Like, which is it? Swipe right? Like when you like it or don't like it?
Are we swiping that way? That means you like it.
Okay.
You like it, yeah. It'd be such like a self-troll if you're like, swipe left, I'm the worst. You hate it.
Steven's got 10s, we to 25 to go.
And Chris has ways up queens here.
Just call or
Just calls.
just calls. I don't like it. I don't like most things though.
Very true. Show me queen 10 on the flop. Oh, look at that. Now,
7-8-9.
Top pair for SD there. Great flop for Steven, all under.
Steven should be checking back.
Porter's got a pair and the dummy end of the straight draw. Chris with the best hand right now. But actually, technically behind equity-wise. Steven's
SD
10.
now leads out with top pair. That's 250.
Dude, SD is the king of monster-sized bets, and this pot is going to escalate quickly. I can tell you
Porter's got a
that.
pair and a backdoor flush draw, inside straight draw. Steven's open-ended with an overpair. And Chris Elkins has no draw, but has got queens on a 9-high board.
And you hate it. You hate.
What the hell is going on?
Wow. Okay. Did this game just get out of the muck? I think maybe it did.
Put your monies in, Steven. Just put your monies in. Put your monies in the pot. And if Steven calls here, Chris has got a fold, right?
Yes. I mean, what are you drawing to? You're drawing to a queen and then a board pair. I mean, right? I mean, you hate life with queens here. It's the board is so coordinated.
So weird.
There's that much action.
Oh my God! What is this? Steven, put your monies in the pot. There's trouble.
Very.
And this is why you 3-bet queens. Steven.
He's thinking, how many Bone Thugs and Harmony shirts can this
Here's
buy
the
me?
problem though. Okay, so I mean, see, I don't know how familiar Steven is with C3. We saw C3 make a huge size bet with aces.
Yeah.
If you're gonna, hey, this guy has got like the show, he makes these huge bets. Let's just see he's got a set here for 2 pairs.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys make
Some
big bets with
super
huge
huge
hands.
hand
He
crush.
makes big bets with big hands.
I guarantee you that SD makes that same bet if he had Chris's hand with queens. You know what I mean? I bet you he makes the same size crazy 250 bet. Now, Steven here gonna pound down a little liquid courage. Hey, what? Don't troll me like that, dude. How do you
Don't
calm
be a
down?
tease,
Come
Take a
on,
deep breath.
do
And
it.
just,
Do it.
oh God.
Oh God, I can't. Why are you playing with my emotions like this? Oh God, I can't take it. I can't take this.
I'm stressing out for him. Like, what the hell?
Dude, the grab, the comeback, the grab.
It hasn't been that long since SD has made that that big bet with aces. It's not like Steven could have seen it on stream by now. So I don't know if we can necessarily correlate. The problem is we're blocking draws. We're also with 2 10s in our hand. We're blocking like the 9-10, 10-8, combo draw.
Now he also does have Chris Elkins behind him, who originally checked. I mean, it's
hard to put Chris Elkins on. We never think Chris has queens.
Exactly. Well, but even that, you never. I mean, you can't. There's a player behind you. I'm not saying you're necessarily worried about him, but that's also just a factor to take into consideration. But that isn't going to affect me with his hand here. I'm shipping it all day to the bank, and if it's no good, so be it.
Put your monies in the pot. Steven, get your hand off your card, Steven. Get your hand off your card, Steven. Steven.
Crank it to over 9,000. Stop.
Vocal Terror, who knows Steven better than probably any of us here, says 100% he's folding.
Oh! It's like, when you watch his cards flying in slow motion, it like hurts. You're like,
It's been 25 minutes. You might as well.
And Chris Elkins is going to fold queens face up.
And SD is like, look at SD, is like, I can't believe I just got away with that! Look at this. Let's hear if SD says anything. Hold on.
Poker's broken. Poker's broken. There's no rhyme or reason to anything in the poker verse right now.
And your SD, are they gonna rabbit hunt it? If you're SD, I think they're gonna rabbit hunt it. If you're SD, how good do you feel about life right now? You're like, I can't believe I just blew off 10s and queens. Good God. I think they are gonna rabbit hunt. Guys, the hand's over, they're gonna rabbit hunt. Brick. Oh, his nine's good!
He would have got there.
He would have crushed both.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's so sick. Rabbit hunting. Are we not results oriented? I mean, oh my God, so sick. I cannot believe that. His 9 gets there. Upset of the century. What did 10s and queens both like? Okay, I'm in. I got you beat. Screw you, I got you beat. And then he binks the 9 on the river. Oh my God. And back to Lon McCarron and JFK Stones.
Lon McCarron straddling JFK
So guys,
Stones.
if you're out in Vegas at the WSOP, that's what you can look forward to. That picture right there. And I'm pretty sure I actually know that dealer right to the right there. That is funny. That is good stuff.
Poker Pro Eric, you need to not. I think Poker Pro Eric comes into the chat just to try to make my head hurt.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I still call him. He goes away if you call him.
Run out was ace-9.
But no, my play was I decided to play a small 5.
I cannot believe that. Wow.
King 9 I called him 3, but King, he already put half a stack in. Based on the jam, and then we can't fold. If I have King 9, then the guy stuffs it. We have to call. We priced ourselves into calling when we bet 250 on the flop.
I was going to say the sick part is SD only had another 250.
Yeah.
So he's going to call.
priced in.
He's
Yeah,
priced in. He
he's
can't
never
go anywhere.
folding.
He can't go anywhere.
Poker Pro Eric, you were wrong. You were wrong. Don't be results oriented.
The only way that SD doesn't see a river is somehow, this would never happen, but if you flat there, and then the ace peels, and then he checks to you, but the thing is he's not even going to check to you on the turn, he's just going to shift the rest of his chips.
Right.
So it's going to happen no matter what.
So sick.
He bet $250 into a $95 pot. I'm pushing him all in the rest of his chips with that move. 22. If I got 10.
It was. He bet 2.5x pot. There's $95 in the pot. He bleeds 250. I love it. Lock the doors. Max has got top pair here.
Did you get on the list for this game?
Yeah.
I would have too.
Swipe right. Turns flush draw, straight draw. Bricks the world. Max is good. What the hell is going on in the poker world right now?
Now, if you call it $300.
But the only thing that stopped me was I'll get him later.
This is when I want to use my mute button and just mute Poker Pro Eric. Just time him out for 5 minutes. Because he says I'm the best and you know it, it's fine. That's where we just want to time out. That's where we just want to time out. But we won't. We want to abuse the power. We won't give in. So Porter here still sitting at that $1,200 on Epic Stack. Guys, Vlogger game coming up end of July. Don't miss it. That is going to be rad. Talking about seeing the game from all the angles. That's going to be a great game. 5-5 no limit. You know there's going to be a $10 straddle on there. You got Bart Hansen and Veronica Brill in the booth commentary. It's going to be a blast.
It's funny, the people mentions, you know, if Queen's 3 bets, 10's calls, and they get it in on the flop.
Oh, it's sick.
And then Queen's hold. Queen's hold versus 10.
That whole hand, the whole suspense never even happens in the hand. The way that worked
But
out.
instead, Chris decides to flat Queens, lets King 9 in, and then all hell and logic break loose.
Yeah. I love it. Sean McCormick, this is what we're talking about, man. The symptoms of too many outs. Stones, if you got 20 outs, brick. 3 outs or less. Bing. Nailed it.
They get very low. They won't pick up any of the conversation at all. That's the bummer part about it.
Loudmouth Jason, no, this is Stone's Gambling Hall, buddy. We are located right outside Sacramento, California. We're right off Highway 80. You can't miss us. Big old sign that says all fun and hopes and dreams live and die here. Good stuff. Make sure to click that heart and follow us, buddy. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday, spewing some fun.
Bob would have to be
About 40 minutes left of cash game action tonight, guys.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you
Payphone now challenging Poker Pro Eric to heads up play. I like it.
I'm down for it, and we will stream it.
Yeah. Let's get some ego blasting going on.
That's my favorite.
Nothing like the chat box challenging each other to games that'll never happen.
Everybody wants a piece of the 1v1 now. Now it's gonna basically our heads up challenge tournament just started. Nailed it.
Everybody's on delay.
Oh, they're figuring out how we talk about the future and the past. How does the commentary work? The files are in the computer.
Nobody can know what your hand is, so they're not doing it live.
I understand that. But what I mean is, like, I feel like they're commentating like a week later. They're commentating right then because they splice up World Poker Tour.
Max makes it 13 to go with a Jack 9 off.
Oh my god, if he flops trip jacks. Okay. Wow, that's like the first time Max has not flopped a monster with a jack in his hand. Like, I mean.
SD hits. What's SD now gonna do? There's $52 in the pot and he has top pair. Now he checks. Last time he barreled it in there.
I think I saw a couple donations pop through, guys. Thank you very much for that. Always much appreciated.
Yeah, like.
No, it's not that delayed. It's
Is that my heart spills?
And they're right there on premise. As soon as they
SD bets
like
20.
15 minutes, and then they come back around.
Gonna
and
get
play
through.
Southern. And that's when they come back again and say,
I'd have to see it because here's what I'm saying though. It's like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, if they're only showing the highlight hands, the best hands, then what if they talk about something earlier?
WSOP or WPT?
WPT.
Okay.
The actual.
Oh, they're not talking about us anymore. They're talking about the WSOP or WPT.
6 months later.
With Charlie's.
Pi is now a thing.
And whoever his name is.
I'm down. Pie's good.
Pi is real.
Vince,
Hey,
whatever.
everybody want to get pie? Guys, 40K player appreciation tournament coming up. Very cool. Basically, the more you play, the higher tier entry you get into that tournament. It's a fatty free roll. If you want that, you can direct buy into that, or you can upgrade your tiers. It's up to 3 tiers. Each tier is $150. So you can either direct buy and crush some souls for up to $450, or if you maybe qualify for the first tier and you want to buy the next 2 tiers, you're more than welcome to.
I will say that they
Now, when's the cutoff to qualify for that?
I do not know. Let's take a peek. It is coming up on Sunday, July 30th. How to qualify. Loud noises, small print. I blacked out. Through July 29th, you can qualify literally all the way up to the day before. Sweet.
Until the 4th?
Yeah, play live games, win tournaments, all the above. Or you can just direct buy. And I know a couple of people who are like, that's cool. I don't know if I play enough. I'm just going to direct buy in for like $450. So there's going to be plenty of money out of the prize.
Chris Elton's got kings again. It's an open to 12 from Max. 3-bet to 36. Max should be calling. God damn it.
If Max had jack anything, he'd call because he'd flop like 11 jacks. He'd flop as many abs as Chris Elkins has.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure the deck is rigged at that point. Guys, there's a shot of that pot from Monday night. Guys, that's a 13K pot he's stacking right there. Those greens are 25s. The whites in his hand are $100 chips. That will start it out as a $50 bomb pot from all the players, plus a $200 rack attack. So $650 in there to go on the flop. And then, what can we say? Shit went crazy.
All hell broke loose.
Yeah.
Flop came 8-9-3. 2 players had a 10-7 for the opening to straight draw. 1 player had 9-5 for top pair, and Harlan had the queen 9.
Yeah, and the player with 9-5 just jams 500 right there on the flop. Everybody calls, turns a brick, and then that first player to act with 9-5 ships it all
3K.
in. Yeah, shoves 3K all in. Harlan goes all in over the top, and then you basically prices in the first straight draw, or almost prices in the first straight draw, and then that guy calling has to price in the last straight draw. It's
Ace
so
of
sick.
battles. Thank you, bro. Once more pie.
Hey, everybody want to get pie? Yeah, no limit on the Rack Attack Vocal Terror. We do that on the stream sometimes because we're sick, fun individuals. So on top of the $200 Rack Attack, they did a $50 bomb pod. So it was $650 on the flop with 9 players in. Game on, and that's what happens. That's how you get 13K tsunamis.
Bottom 2 for Crispy Bacon. SD leads out with backdoor clubs. Now turns open-ended. Hope springs eternal.
Wow.
And it's going to be a problem card for Crispy Bacon now. Any queen makes a straight.
Yeah, SD's hoping for a 7. I mean, a queen could be bluff central for the board. Suited Ace says Etzel will come back for that. In fact, I pretty much saw a re-glimpse. I walk in, Harlan sitting next to Etzel, sitting next to Uncle Matty, right here. Like, right, I'm looking at them right here. Like that.
Did I miss something about pie? Is it just pie? I mean, was there something in the stream, in the chat earlier that I missed about pie? Or are we supposed to talk about pie now?
Why not? Pie's good, dude. Pie's tasty.
Okay, here's the thing. I know I'm in the minority here, but like the whole like hot apple pie, ice cream. I'm a cold apple pie.
You're a cold apple pie.
I like cold apple pie.
But it's different. It's a different type of thing. No, okay, now pizza. Are you okay with cold pizza the next morning?
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. I think hot pizza is like lunch or dinner food, but cold pizza makes it breakfast pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay, good.
I'm with you. All right.
Good talk.
Right,
Good talk.
Yeah.
Uncle Matty is a dog trainer. Yes.
It's a jack of clubs, so now it gives the small blind a flush draw. And the river is the queen of diamonds.
Yeah, it's funny when you go back and watch that hand that we posted up there with that big pot we were talking about with Harlan. It was interesting. Long story short, you could see him celebrating at the end of the hand. Just yes, I knew they were on draws. I knew they were on draws. Excessive celebration, super fist pump. But I mean, you got to feel good when you scoop a 13K pot because reasons. SD waking up with ace king. Let's see how big he makes it. I mean, let's just open to 25.
Here we go.
35. Just kidding. Swipe right with queens.
Queens. There we go,
The
baby.
way I feel that SD's been playing, SD has no hesitation about just like shipping his whole stack right here.
And Zero Shingaki says if you leave pizza out overnight and eat it for lunch, it's crunch pizza.
It's fair. It's very fair.
That's a Dorito.
Dorito pizza's good. So Steven sees King 10. That's way no good.
And we should be shoving here.
He's not. He's gonna flat.
Swipe right only has $200 back. Just put the monies in.
Give me all
Put the
your
monies
money.
in. See all 5 of the cards.
And now it's a check bet fold scenario here. Swipe right is praying he has a hand like ace jack. Please call me. Oh, what's swipe right? Oh, dude, it's SD. Is SD thinking about making a move here? Look, he's eyeing it down like he's gonna. Oh no, he did check. He did check. Swipe right's kind of bad.
Okay. Oh, here's interesting. Okay, so the swipe right had added the chips on before the hand. They just hadn't arrived at the table yet.
Oh.
Okay, that totally changes what's going on.
Yeah.
So swipe right had 500 on the way.
Oh my God, fish can catch this. Find a girl who looks at you like Crispy Bacon looks at his chips. Yes. Yes, and you love it. Fantastic. Once again, guys, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We love you. Chat's a big part of the game, man. Lots of fun. Besides, I think we're getting pretty close to that 5K mark.
You gotta be getting right there.
Close to it. Let's see. Oh, so close. Only 38 followers away, guys. Grab your friends, grab your kids, grab your wives. They all need to follow. Click that heart.
It's like balls of that. I give up. I am.
I can't call.
It's called an addiction.
Dr. Dirty 132. Appreciate it.
Oh, Dr. Dirty in the house. And he is dirty. He's following his name. So check it out. Ace 3-4 or Ace 3-6 here coming out. Porter does pink a 3. And that's in the lead, ironically enough.
And he bets 20.
Jenna, I know who Vocal Terra is, and I will tell you if you buy me a drink. Because I like bribery.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh god, Moo Farm XD, solid troll. Well played.
I just crush a lot.
Vocal Terror with the big, literally big puns. Big puns. Jenna Liz, you have guessed incorrectly.
Strike one, Jenna. Strike one.
You have chosen poorly.
Am I in your top five?
Says, hey guys, question, what does it mean when Twitch poker streamers say they are selling their action for a tournament? That means that they are basically asking you to subsidize a portion of their buy-in. Oftentimes it's at a markup price of like 20%. So let's say that they want to buy into a $1,000 tournament. You'd have to pay them, $100 would only get you 10% for even money, but you'd have to pay them $120 for that same 10%. That way they can subsidize their buy-in, make a couple bucks on the side, et cetera, et cetera.
And then in return, you get 10% of their winnings, however much they win or don't win.
So generally speaking, people who ask you to stake their tournaments, you hope that they're a good player. You hope that they have good history. Speaking of good hands and good fun stuff, Porter with Flops the World, a pair and a straight flush draw for Porter. Not really much else for anybody else, though. Dr. Dirty 132, this is the lowest that we stream. It's not very often. We generally have a Veronica and Friends game that's also 1-3 that plays pretty deep.
The Veronica and Friends 1-3 plays like a 5-10. Is the only like comparable thing you can say there. I mean, we've had straddles in that game as big as like $57, $60.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, we have, and coming up next week, now that, I know you said earlier that you followed, let me give you a little breakdown for the schedule coming up here. Next Monday, we have a 5-5 game, which always pretty much does like a $10 straddle, so it's like a 5-5-10. And then on next Wednesday, 1 week from today, it's a 5-10-20 game. So those games are going to be pretty juicy. And if it's going to have a couple of the players, I'm thinking some of the players from this last Monday night's game, it's going to get pretty sick. And like Sean McCormick's even chiming in, he has played here. He says, yes, but clearly your 5-5 plays like a 10-25. And we love it.
And we love it.
And our 1-3 gets a little nutty sometimes. This game actually.
This game's been pretty good. Yeah,
this game's been relatively tame.
Under wraps, yeah.
This game has been relatively tame. I'm actually kind of surprised. A lot of times it will come in and we'll be like, oh my god, it's a 1-3 game. Like, oh, let's see what happens. And then just everybody's got like thousands on the table. We're like, what happened? What's high score means? Is that bad?
I mean, the other day in the 1-3, I said when we were doing like $800 coin flips.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, I have more problems than most players playing a 1-3. And I'm an absolute whale in 1-2. If I'm killing time, waiting for like
I'm all in.
A 2-5 or a PLO seat to open, and you give me like a $200 max buy-in game, my money's in like every hand. It's so terrible.
You're like, I'm gonna 3-bet all of it, just all of it. Here it is.
It's funny, like tracking all, on using Poker Tracker, I track all my sessions, and I would do I'm making like 10 bigs an hour in this game, and like 12 bigs an hour in this game, and like my 1-2 win rate, and like I'm losing like 40 bigs an hour playing 1-2, it's just this, it's just that, and then it's just like dump trucking money.
That's why I'm not even.
That's what they had and now they have to try and figure out what to get.
Nothing going on here.
Getting rid of Moscow.
Yeah, but if you keep,
Right when I saw that, I was kind of bummed. I saw Russell Wilson right when I saw Moscow.
if you keep Dango, then you don't open that.
Poker Pro Eric, you can't play either, so stop.
Zero Shigagi, you're funny.
You can get rid of Dango, you have two spots.
But for the record, PLO over stud any day of the week. And I love stud. I'm one of the old school, won't let go of like real poker games. I love me some stud, but PLO over stud all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
Just about a half hour left in the stream and only 30 followers away from that big money number. And I'd love to hit that 5K number when JFK Stones isn't here.
Right.
And I'd be like, look, hey, do we do big things when you're not here? So just get out of here. Just go to Vegas. Go hang out with Sean McCormick. You guys do your thing.
Poker Pro Eric, let's play triple stud. Let's do it.
I would watch that. I would buy action on that. I would stream that, and I would drink beers and enjoy that. All right,
Let's play.
Max with deuces here. It's gonna come along.
Triple stud.
Show me a deuce of spades with another spade. Let's have some fun. Ace 4-8 here on the flop. Steven binks an ace. We're way out in front. No, I made an interesting talk with somebody the other day about Raz, and they asked, I don't even know what Raz is. I'm like, Raz is the game. Like, if you think you run bad in poker, just play Raz.
Yeah.
Because you just want to run. The game is about making the worst hand and running really bad. I'm like, just run bad, and you're good.
It's easy.
Oh, Jack Binks on the turn here, so SD does wake up with a pair. Still no good against Steven's 2-pair.
Zach Doggy, Max the triple stud.
No, what do you mean? So 182.
Kick your button 2. Let's just stop here. Just stop. You're no. Put yourself. No. $55 bet for Steven, 2-pair. SD with a whole 1-pair. He raised.
Oh god. And we already have bluff all day, but he knew it was coming. He's like, rest in peace, SD. Oh, Steven. Now Steven's fine. He's getting vengeance for that hand he should have shifted earlier with 10s.
I don't like the shove. Yeah, maybe he figures that SD's gonna call with diamonds for Jack 8. Maybe shoving's fine.
Zero Sagagi says Steven looks like he just walked off the set of Top Gun 2. Love it. Love it. You know, true story actually. Tom Cruise only agreed to do that movie if he said there was no CG, and that we're gonna do all like real planes, real stunts, real.
We're really gonna flip off.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I don't want to say what's the Middle Eastern people or what? Iranians? Iranians?
Oh yeah. Whoever they were, who they were out of battle.
It was
against,
Iran, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And I was like, if Val Kilmer can still fit in a fighter jet,
Right.
let's do it.
He's got king 9.
And Baldy says it should have made like 260-ish, give him something to chase the river with.
I mean, Chevy might be right, but I think like this is just a
Later, Sean.
really ambitious snap shove.
So Porter pops at 20 here. Definitely going to have some callers, some takers here. Yeah, SD doesn't got nothing. If SD had any piece of that, he could have some fun. All right, so 4 players going to the flop. Boom, 8 Jack 3 here. And Chuck and Max both the same hand. Ace 8. Chris Elkins in the lead here with 9s.
Sneaky ninja. Yeah, I saw you.
I got scared at the last second. I better not.
Turn 9.
Oh man, disco, bingo, bango. Dr. Dirty, how we get rubbed in the cast this? You know what, man? Hey, even 1-3 players need love too. You know what I mean? And sometimes you want to get on the stream and tell your friends and family to watch how bad I play cards. You know, guys, watch me on the stream. Watch me just, kids, watch me blow your college fund. My bad.
Interesting check back there by Chris Elkins. I mean, I just calling turning's fine. It did complete a hard draw, but once your opponent checks river, it's very unlikely he's going to bet a flush on the turn and then check it on the river. I think we're kind of green light to value that river there. I mean, he wouldn't have got called.
So guys, real quick, talking about 1-3 action games. If you haven't seen a Veronica and Friends game, third Wednesday of every month, that is a 1-3 game that, I mean, she basically, she invites all her friends and says, guys, look, it's a 1-3 game, but just like bring $2,000 in your pocket. You know what I mean? Like that 1-3 game gets out of control. So if you guys, yeah, definitely don't miss that one.
Master C, I'll extend the same invitation I did to Poker Pro Eric. Let's make it triple stud, and you got a game. Let's play stud. Just Raz is fine. But if we're gonna play stud, let's mix it. Let's play some stud 8. Let's play stud high. Let's play super stud Raz Doogie.
So good old Chuck Master here, popping it up to 20 to go with ace 10 suited. Swipe right's gonna call. King high board. Swipe right does bank top pair.
Nut flush draw for Chuck.
Brick City. Let's see here. Swipe right first to act. He is going to fire. Pots at 44. Swipe right fires 30. Chuck makes the call and no. Whiff City. Top pair still good here. And swipe right's going to continue to bet it. Pots at 104. Looks like he's stacking out about 50, 60 bucks.
Chuck's thinking about heroing here with ace high. I don't like it. We're blocking the bluffs. I mean, we have two diamonds in our hand. Less likely for our opponent to have, a busted draw. Even 9-7 might be trying to handle a bluff, made a pair. I don't think there's any way we call here. Ever at all.
There's no way you call.
5-7 got there.
I was gonna say, how do you turn your hand into, you know what I mean? Like it'd be a really awkward, sneaky. If you try to turn your hand into a bluff, you'd have to be like, what kind of weird crap hand do you have that made a hand? Brock asks, what happens when you swipe right? Answer, magic.
Well, so I'm watching Snapchat friend of mine playing in the Bay. He captures some of the most hilarious poker table moments, and he pans over. This guy's got the app open, and he's just speed swiping runs, just anything and everything in sheer volume. He's just I'm gonna catch a fish somehow.
Yeah, numbers wise, I'm crushing the game.
I just called his raise at 20, and I was out of position. I literally checked, he makes it 250, he tanks. I decided that was my
San Diego Keith, what's up? Max makes it 15 to go with the ace queen off. SD's gonna call on the button with queen 6. SD's becoming one of my favorite humans in the poker room tonight already.
Yeah.
And
so you are on the list for this game, right?
I'm on the list for this game.
You look like you're yes, excellent.
Yes!
Oh my god! And this is so sick. So queen high board, top for Max. SD flops 2 pair. Prepare for fireworks. Buckle your seatbelt. It's going down.
Max bets 20. SD just gonna call with 2 pair. 8's a dangerous card. 9-8. 6-7 picks up equity. That's 30. We're still gonna bet it for Max.
And Max is on the. And Max just ships it. He just stuffs.
Max bets 30 and SD shoves all in.
SD just ships it right here. And Max is and the thing is, you know that SD has this kind of crazy, over Betty type image. And so you're like, I feel like my top should be good here, but question mark?
Now we know this guy did this with King 9 earlier.
No way. Thanks for the setup, guys, in the chat. Very appreciative.
Lock the doors.
Yeah, can we do can we do overtime filming and just because I want to get you in this game? Can we do commentary from the table? Well, now watch my Nick call.
Watch me martingale the shit out of this game. I will just keep reloading until I stack everyone.
So it's never good.
What's up, sweetie? It's been too long. Sam, our resident supermodel / poker dealer.
Yep. Normally I say the worst, but we're gonna go with the best. I love how this the only 2 people involved in the hand are not talking at all. Everybody else is just talking about all these other random hands and crazy stuff.
And ball leaving 9-8's the obvious hand we're worried about. We can beat 6-7, which might have called with the pair and improved an opening and straight draw. And SD's definitely shown that he's willing to put chips in the middle.
Pick one. Let's see what it is. And it's the 6. They did rabbit hunt there. It was a 10 that field, so no help there. Yeah, Master C says Max will fold. Max isn't going to rebuy. I saw Max folding there too. I mean, he does get shove happy, but other than that King 9, he's had relatively beastie hands when he shot King 9. He's had the 2 pair hands. He's had the big pairs pre when he was doing, getting funky with it. But then again, okay, let me ask you this. Does he make the same move if he has Queen King? No. I don't think he does either.
The only hand that, Max can rationalize that he might have that he's ahead of it 6-7.
Hey, both hands too.
I can't go right. I can't go left. Oh. But I'm running. How about you, man?
And SD just coming along. Did he pump in a raise with 10-4? Definitely one of my favorite humans.
Lock the doors.
Walkie-talkie, buddy. Get in there.
Right? Is that weird?
He's just establishing his position. I love it. And Jack King Deuce. Oh my God. Top 2 for Steven. Mid pair for Porter. Whiff City for SD. But don't worry, because we're all going to check it to him, and he's going to c-bet it like a beast. Saw that coming.
There it is.
30 it is. Now Porter's going to call a little light here, and Steven's like, thank you, Christmas.
Stop limping.
I thought it was dope raise.
You know, like, because you leave yourself.
Oh my God. Steven, all right, there's $100 in the pot.
Steven's gonna make it what, 80? He's gonna make it 100 anyways right here.
He should make it a little over 100 probably.
Yeah, he's gonna make it like 120, something like that. Is that what he's stacking up ish?
Because I can flop a straight and win a big pot versus.
A little over 100 feels right.
Yeah, 120.
15.
Yeah, if you sub right now, we give you free puppies.
Waiter, there's a beard in my chip stack. Everyone folds.
Quick, easy fold.
Steven takes it down. Here's the thing. So here's we're talking about like showing hands and stuff like that. So Steven folds pocket tens on that early hand we saw against SD on 9-8-7.
Yeah.
If he's folding that hand there against multiple opponents, what worse hands is he raising with? That's the problem. Is when you're showing that you can make big folds, when you make raises in those spots on those kind of boards, it's gonna be tough to get action from worse hands.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
Everyone's just gonna like
they give you credit for monster hands. Now then again, if you want to flip that image and you know you have that image, then you can just start doing that light and getting away with it almost all the
But
time.
most players don't have the stones
Yeah.
to do that. To like, oh, I'm just gonna start running some really nasty bluffs here because the image is so tight.
Jigs in the house. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the subscribe. We got to get that puppies. I got to find a hole in the box. I got to find some. Wait, it's my what in a box? A puppy in a box? We'll ship you one out. Poke some holes in it. We forgot one time. Didn't end well for the dog. SD coming along. Swipe right with Ace King on the button. Perfect storm. Gotta love having big hands on the button. Pop it up. 45 maybe? 55 it is. Ah, geez, very good, very good with that. And it gets through. I swear to God, Porter's chip stack has not changed like this entire stream. Just like 1.2. Don't worry about it.
It's like growing moss.
Yeah.
Like nothing's happening.
Why are they super glued?
Swipe raise.
Guys, we got about 15 minutes left here in this stream. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. Click that heart and follow us if you like us. Thanks for the subscription, my friend. Always good times. You're watching some 1-3 unlimited limitless hold'em.
Yeah, me too. I turned 33.
Oh, Nightbot going to town. Dropping the sword. Oh, deuce 3. Now everybody knows how snug you're playing.
SD's gonna limp in the 8-7.
He didn't get timed out. Oh, he did get timed out. Yeah, Nightbot's brutal.
Crispy Bacon makes it 15 to go with the Jack-10 suited. Porter makes call with King-9 off. I feel like King-9 off on the button is better played as a 3-better full type hand. You'll like to be the monkey in the middle. It's gonna bring in Steven and Chuck. And we got 5-way action flop. Jack 6-4, 2 clubs. Chuck flops a club draw. Crispy Bacon, who was original aggressor, he makes top pair.
Chuck has a little inside straight draw along with his club draw too.
Nice.
With 7 high, technically out in front of the spot right here. Oh, there we go. As people fold, the equity changes a bit. And Whiff City. Crispy Bacon still with the best of it.
Probably go check. Chuck's showing off some chip tricks.
and 4 on the river. No help to anybody here. Crispy Bacon with the check.
Heads up, we might think about bluffing here with busted clubs. The problem is that Crispy Bacon bet into a 5-way pot. It's less likely for him to be airballing the flop. I mean, it could be value, and then less likely to be value betting, 10s or worse in the flop. So turning busted clubs to a bluff here, not going to be optimal. Chuck knows that he gives up the pot, he checks. Crispy Bacon checks back.
There was one person in the hand with $1 pot?
No. I would have pulled it. It was pretty off. There was like 3 people. It was 12, 12.
Swipe right's racking out. A little surprise, considering the SD seems to be playing any 2 cards right now, and he's got position on him. Bluffle Davis check over bluff? Yes, if you were turning the stream earlier, check turn ace queen to a bluff. You got pocket jacks to fold.
SD busy swiping right.
And he's got 3 high.
I'm honestly kind of surprised he didn't range it.
I am too.
No, it's just like 10 bucks with
So looking over there right now, we can see into the future. Looks like we got a couple guys did some seat changing around here. So there should be a seat for you in that game pretty much right about when you hop up.
Chuck opens to 15. Whatever. Does someone? No one folded ace queen right there. Thank you. Okay, Max got an ace queen. Mixed call.
That's true. He did go to Vegas, actually.
Dude, Nightbot is freaking out on Jeegs over here. Brutal. All right, so look at this. Monster nut flush draw here on the flop for Max. Chuck airballs it here with ace 10, but is going to take a stab at it. He bets pretty much pot. And where's Chuck going? No way. No, it's
I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to feed you.
Ah, come on.
I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to feed you. As soon as you stop chip leadering, that's when I'll start nowhere.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Fine. When am I going to start chip leadering? Never.
Oh my god.
Oh, Dr. Dirty. I know. Every time I Google my name, that horrible, horrendous movie will haunt my future for eternity. And Brick City suffers from too many outs, but still has the best hand.
Well, I just got that seat taken right up from underneath me. How about this one? Go right ahead. Hey, I was
And check, and Max is just going to take a stab at it. Little does he know he's bluffing with the best.
And I passed on the 2-5 with the big stacks of green chips. My stream?
Oh, and he makes a hero go ace high. And see, that's the problem. And it's sick because Max is thinking like, crap, you're good.
Chuck's right. He had busted spades. Problem is he had better busted spades. What?
That hand was off then. There's no reason he should have won that. That hand can't be right, obviously. Max did table his hand. I think he flipped it. He flipped it face up. I'm almost positive. I'm not sure what happened right there. So either the graphics were off, or we'll figure it out.
What?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thanks.
Or when
thanks
Chuck called, did Max just throw his hand in the monkey? No, he said he tabled it.
I thought he tabled it. It looked like he. I mean, I saw him flick his cards. I thought he tabled him face up though. We'll see here in a minute. Maybe our booth guys can chime in.
Max mucked, is what they're saying.
Wow.
Hats off to Chuck for making the right read. That the villain had busted spades. That's gross.
That is, and that could be, that's one of those, that this could be a post-child moment for. That's why we table a hand.
Table a hand.
Even if it's nothing. Even if
If you get caught
whatever.
bluffing, show the bluff proudly.
So whatever, yeah.
Raise to 9 in the multi-weight lint pot.
So what are we at? 9 total? What was that sneakiness?
New shooter in C5. And we are going to go 6 ways.
554 on the flop here. We got a wheel draw for player 5. Bacon Bits? Alright guys, cool. Crispy Bacon's name has officially been changed to Bacon Bits. It's a done deal. 8 of spades peels on the turn here. Changes nothing. And another 8, binks off. Ace high is the best. In a 6-way pot, ace high is the nuts.
Now, we have a bet and a raise now. SD bets 10,
And this is our new
and
shooter
player
to the table.
5 raises with what he
It's
doesn't
so
know is the best
sad.
hand.
Not only does he not know it's the best hand, but he hasn't seen SD. Like he hasn't seen any of SD's previous history unless he's been watching the stream.
Or they might just have history all,
Yeah,
together. I mean,
he's like, you have air and I have heart. I will win.
poker's weird. I don't get it anymore.
Maybe I'll hop in a cash game after this, although I don't know if anybody can really take me seriously at the table wearing this suit, but does it really
I
matter?
think you can show man. It's good.
Does it really matter?
This is my first one. Next one.
Once again, guys, I see still a decent amount of you guys watching. Super appreciate you guys hanging out till the end, dude. Always fun cash game action. Max over here with Jack anything suited, meaning he always is good. Chris gets out of the way. Over to SD.
Much easier going than I thought it would be.
He's going to call Chris Rubin. He's going to check. Lots of 9s.
Jesus.
All the 9s.
Good man.
Best way to watch WSOP Main in a couple weeks, I'd imagine, is probably just get a 1-month subscription to Poker
Go.
Yeah. And the 6 clubs peels on the turn. No help to anybody.
SD bets with the worst possible hand to have.
They should do some of it live, yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Crispy Bacon made the call of King High.
I just started drinking. That was my go-to.
Bet 30.
Wait till he goes, I don't have a book.
And 3 I take it down.
He almost called too. He's just like, whatever. He's like, it really wasn't worth my time.
New shooter in C8, that is Frank.
Another regular here at Stone. See him a lot.
Frank and I have played a lot of pots together lately. Frank runs as pure as Colombian cocaine against me.
Does he run that good?
So pure.
Copy that, Bob. Guys, we are cruising into the last hand of the evening. Let's hope for little fireworks. Hopefully it's not just a raise full fold. Let's see. Steven waking up King Jack. Gotta afford that fighter jet fuel somehow. He's gonna pop it up to $7.
$7 straddle. Steven's gonna go ahead and call.
Kidding.
And now we have an open.
You gotta start resorting to that.
That's just enough.
22 to go with the ace queen. Chris Bacon should be making the call here with 4s. He does.
I think the hand reader was wrong about that guy.
Steve will probably make the call as well.
And he does. So Chris, our original aggressor here from the button. With ace queen going to the flop, 3-handed. Boom. Set a monster for Crispy Bacon. I'm sorry, Bacon Bits. Check around to Chris, and he is going to check as well. 8 of diamonds peels. Checks around again. Now Boatski for Crispy Bacon.
What is everyone checking?
And now Crispy's going to take a stab at it for 60. No, that's just going to work, and nobody has anything. So
We should be leading turn. I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything, but
it's okay to check the flop, but we're down to lead the turn. But yeah, I think it's the same effect on the turn, effectively.
yeah.
Effectively. Well. Fun little 1-3 at Stones.
It is industry night. It's still going on. Actually, it's kind of just getting rolling now. All the dealers are dressed up on the dark side. Got some music going on over there. It's
gonna pop off.
We're all dressed up like hot little nerds.
Hot little
Well,
nerds.
you are.
Yeah. Oh.
of fun. Monday we're back to 5-5, and then Wednesday 10-20.
Nice. I'm so excited. Oh my God.
You suck.
Crispy Bacon, Bacon Bits, here for the needle. Guys, we love you. Always a pleasure. Click that heart, follow us, get notifications, and don't miss the next couple shows. Monday and Wednesday next week are going to be lit.
Gonna
be
be good.
here. Pound it. You guys are awesome.